Listen up. Google just dropped something that changes everything. Gemini is not just another AI tool. It thinks, it codes, it automates, it reads your files, your emails, your whole business. And most people have zero idea how powerful this actually is. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to use it to build and automate anything. Let's go. Now, let's talk Gemini. Google Gemini is Google's most powerful AI model. Full stop. It's not just a chatbot, it's a full system that can read text, images, PDFs, video, audio, code, and more, all at once. That's called multimodal. And it matters because most AI tools can only do one thing at a time. Gemini does all of it together. There are a few versions. Gemini Flash is fast and cheap. Gemini Pro is smarter. Gemini Ultra is Google's most powerful one yet. For most things you want to build and automate, Gemini Pro or Flash will do the job. And the best part, a lot of it is free or very close to free. Now here's where it gets interesting. Stick with me. Gemini Music Update is insane. Google just dropped something insane. You can now make your own music with AI. No studio, no instruments, no skills needed. Just type what you want and boom, a full track with lyrics and cover art. This changes everything for content creators, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works today, okay? So Google just updated Gemini with something called Lyria 3, and I want to break this down fast because this is genuinely one of the most useful AI updates I've seen in a long time. Let me tell you what it is, how it works, and then I'll show you exactly how you can use it to grow your business and create better content. Stay with me because there's a part later in this video that most people are going to miss, and it's the part that actually matters. So what is Lyria 3? It's Google's new AI music model. It's built into the Gemini app right now as a beta feature. And what it does is generate full 30-second music tracks from a text prompt. That's it. You just describe the music you want and it makes it. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. You can say something like nostalgic Afrobeat about childhood memories, and it will create a track with lyrics, with vocals, with a mood that matches what you ask for. It even generates cover art automatically. This is not a toy, this is a real tool. Now, before I go further, I want to flag something important. This is still in beta. That means Google is still rolling it out. Not everyone has access yet, but it is live inside the Gemini app, and it's available to try right now if you've got access. Let me walk you through how it actually works. You open up the Gemini app, you go to the music generation feature, and then you have a few ways to use it. Option 1, text prompt. You just type in a description of the music you want, style, mood, tempo, lyrics, theme, all of it. The model reads your prompt and generates a track. Option 2, you upload a photo or a video. Lyria 3 will read the mood of that media and match the music to it. So if you upload a sunny beach video, it's going to give you something light, upbeat, maybe acoustic. If you upload a dark, moody shot, you're getting something different entirely. And here's the part that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. You get controls. You can adjust the style, the vocals, the tempo, the mood. So you're not just hitting generate and hoping for the best. You have real input over what comes out. Now, here's something that matters a lot if you're creating content professionally. Every single track that comes out of Lyria 3 has something called Synthid watermarking built in. This is Google's AI detection system. It means every track is marked as AI generated at a signal level that humans can't hear. And that's exactly what we do inside the AI Profit Boardroom. We take the best AI tools like Lyria 3, like the stuff Google is dropping right now, and we show you the exact process for using them to grow your business, save time, and get more customers. Real use cases, real workflows, not theory. If you want to learn how to save time and automate your content creation with AI tools like Lyria 3 and everything else Google Gemini is rolling out, the AI Profit Boardroom is the place to be. Links in the comment and description. Go check it out. If you want something for a YouTube intro, cinematic, dramatic, building tension, orchestral with modern electronic elements, 15 to 30 seconds. For a calm explainer video, soft acoustic background music, slow tempo, warm and friendly, no lyrics, suitable for a tutorial here. For a high energy short form clip, trap beat, fast hype, modern punchy, no vocals. For a brand story video, emotional, piano led, inspiring, slow build, hopeful tone. These are all real prompts You can drop into Lyria 3 right now, test them, see what it gives you, adjust the controls, regenerate, you'll find something usable in minutes. Now let me talk about the lyrics feature because this is interesting. Why does this matter? Two reasons. One, it's copyright safe. Lyria 3 does not copy artists. It doesn't mimic specific musicians in a way that would get you in legal trouble. The outputs are original, you can use them. Two is transparent. The watermark is there so that if anyone ever checks, they know this was made by AI. In a world where AI content rules are changing fast, that kind of transparency is actually a good thing. Now let me show you some real examples of how you'd use this. And I'm going to make this practical because that's the whole point. Let's say you're creating content for the AI Profit Boardroom, which is the best community out there right now for scaling your business and getting more customers with AI automation. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'll get to that in a second. You're making a promo video, you need background music that feels exciting, modern, forward-thinking. Something that says AI is the future and you need to be part of this. You'd open Gemini, go to Lyria 3 and type something like upbeat, energetic, modern electronic track with a motivational feel, fast tempo, no lyrics for a business promo video. And it builds it in seconds, custom, copyright safe, ready to use. Or let's say you're making a short form video breaking down an AI automation strategy for your audience. You upload a screen recording of a workflow you've built. Lyria 3 reads the visual, clean, techie, professional, and matches music to the mood automatically. That saves you hours. You don't have to go trawl through stock music libraries. You don't have to pay for a subscription to a music licensing site. You generate it, it's done. Now I want to pause here for a second because I think there's a bigger picture point worth making. We are at a moment right now where almost every part of content creation can be automated or assisted by AI, writing, images, video, and now music. The gap between people who know how to use these tools and people who don't is getting bigger every single week. If you're watching this video, you're already ahead of most people, but knowing about the tool is not the same as actually building it into your workflow. When you turn on vocals, Lyria 3 will auto-generate lyrics based on your prompt. So if you say, write an upbeat song about building your dream business from scratch, it's going to give you lyrics, not perfect, not always what you'd write yourself, but usable, editable, a starting point. For short content, Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, this could be genuinely useful. You could have a branded audio piece with lyrics that you use consistently. That kind of recognizable audio is actually a smart brand play because platforms like TikTok and Instagram reward content that uses distinctive sound. And again, all of this is copyright safe. No artist is getting mimicked. You own the output. You can use it. One more thing I want to flag before I wrap up. The cover art, when Lyria 3 generates a track, it also generates cover art to match. Now, I know what you're thinking, why does that matter for video content? And honestly, for most use cases, it doesn't. But if you're making podcast episodes, audio content, or anything where you need a visual thumbnail to go with a music file, this is a nice touch. It's all in one place. So let me summarize what Lyria 3 gives you. Text to music generation, 30-second custom tracks, auto-generated lyrics when you want them, photo and video to music matching, style, tempo, mood, vocal controls, SynthID watermarking for transparency and legal safety, auto-generated cover art, all of this inside the Gemini app, beta right now. Free to try if you have access. This is genuinely useful, not hype. Real utility for anyone creating content for a business, a brand, or a personal channel. And if you want to stay ahead of every update like this, every tool, every workflow, every AI move that matters for growing your business, that's what we track inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Every week, we're breaking down the tools that are actually worth your time so you don't have to go hunting for it yourself. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Gemini Music. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 45,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The link is in the comments and description. Gemini 3.1 Pro is insane. Google just dropped Gemini 3.1 Pro, and the internet is losing its mind. This thing is twice as smart as the last version, not a little better, twice. It thinks, it reasons, it figures stuff out like a real person. And it handles text, images, audio, video, and code all at the same time. No extra tools, no switching apps, one model, everything. On benchmarks right now, it is beating the competition, and it costs less to run. Google went full beast mode with this one. I am going to show you exactly what it does, why it matters, and how to use it to grow your business. Real prompts, real examples, stuff you can copy and use today. By the end of this video, you are going to know more about Gemini 3.1 Pro than 99% of people out there. So stay with me because this one is genuinely crazy. Let's go. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below and let him know what you think of this one. Okay, so Gemini 3.1 Pro, Google just released it, and I want to break it down as simply as possible because there is a lot of noise out there and not a lot of signal. I am going to cut through all of that and just tell you what actually matters and what you can actually use. Deal? Let's do it. What is Gemini 3.1 Pro? Gemini 3.1 Pro is Google's most powerful AI model right now. It is their flagship, their best. And this version, 3.1, is a major step up from version 3.0. The headline number is this: more than 2x better at reasoning. That is not a small upgrade. That is a completely different level of thinking. What does that actually mean? It means this model does not just answer questions. It works through problems. It plans. It connects ideas. It thinks step by step like a smart person who actually understands what you're asking, not just a tool that pattern matches to give you a generic answer. And it is not just text. Gemini 3.1 Pro handles text, images, audio, video, and code all together in one model natively. No extra plugins, no gluing tools together. One model does all of it at once. That is a big deal. And most people do not realize how rare that actually is. Why it matters? Here is why this changes things. Most AI tools are good at one thing: write me a blog post, generate some code, summarize this document. Fine. But Gemini 3.1 Pro connects the dots between all of it. You can give it an image and ask a question about it. You can drop in a long document and ask it to reason through a strategy. You can show it a competitor's page and ask it to build you a better one. That is a completely different category of useful. And on top of that, the context window on this model is around 1 million tokens. That is enormous. You can paste in an entire book, a full code base, hours of transcripts, and it holds all of it. It remembers all of it. It works across all of it without losing the thread. For anyone doing research, writing long-form content, or building AI systems into their business, that is massive. Before we get into the demos, if you are watching this and thinking, okay, this is cool, but how do I actually plug this into my business and make it work? That is exactly what we do inside the AI Profit Boardroom. It is a community and resource hub built for entrepreneurs who want to use AI tools like Gemini 3.1 Pro to automate, systemize, and scale their businesses. Real workflows, real templates, real systems you can actually use. Not theory, practical stuff. If that sounds like you, link is in the description. Go check it out, then come back and we will keep going. Real world demos. Now this is the part I love. Let me show you how to actually use Gemini 3.1 Pro with real prompts. You can steal right now. I am going to use the AI Profit Boardroom as the example because it is real, it is practical, and it shows you exactly how you would do this in your own business. First example, content strategy. Let's say you want to grow the AI Profit Boardroom's YouTube channel and get more subscribers. You open Gemini 3.1 Pro and you type, "You are a YouTube growth strategist. Create a 90-day content plan for a community called AI Profit Boardroom." It helps entrepreneurs use AI automation to grow their businesses. The goal is to grow subscribers and build authority. Include video topics, hooks, and a posting schedule. That's it. And what comes back is not a generic list. It reasons through what that specific audience wants to watch, what topics will grow the channel, and how to structure the calendar. That would take a strategist hours. Gemini does it in seconds. The second example, sales copy. You want more people to join the AI Profit Boardroom. You type, write a high converting landing page for a community called AI Profit Boardroom. It has 40,000 members who use AI automation to grow their businesses. Speak to entrepreneurs who feel behind on AI and want a simple system to stay ahead. Use short, punchy sentences and focus on the transformation. Gemini does not just write words. It thinks through the buyer psychology, structures the page properly, and gives you copy you can actually use. Third example, this is where the multimodal stuff gets wild. You take a screenshot of a competitor's landing page, you upload it to Gemini 3.1 Pro, then you type, analyze this landing page, what is working, what is missing. Now write a better version for the AI Profit Boardroom that would outperform this one. It looks at the image, it reads the content, It reasons through the strategy, then it builds you a better version. That is not just AI, that is like having a full creative team in one tool. Where to get it and how to start, right? So where do you actually access Gemini 3.1 Pro? If you are not a developer, start with the Gemini app. Go to gemini.google.com. If you are on the Pro or Enterprise tier, you will get access. That is the easiest entry point. If you are a developer, Google AI Studio is where you want to be. You can test the model, use the API, and build it into your own products. Vertex AI is for teams and larger businesses building AI into their workflows at scale. And if you work in the terminal, there is Gemini CLI 2. Pick the one that fits where you are right now and just start. Do not overthink it. One use case, one workflow, see what it does, then build from there. What is coming next? Here is the thing that gets me genuinely excited about this. Gemini 3.1 Pro is not just a standalone model. Google is weaving it into everything. Search, NotebookLM, Workspace, the tools millions of people use every day are about to get this reasoning power built directly in. Imagine Google Docs understanding the full context of your business and helping you write with that in mind. Imagine search that actually reasons through your query instead of just matching keywords. That is where this is heading, and it is coming faster than most people think. The businesses that understand this now and start building AI workflows today are going to be so far ahead of the ones who wait. All right, 2 things before you go, and I will keep it short. First, if you want to go deeper with tools like Gemini 3.1 Pro and learn how to plug them into a real business system, join the AI Profit Boardroom. It is where we take the latest AI tools and turn them into actual workflows you can use, templates, SOPs, strategies, all of it. Link is in the description. Second, if you want something free to start with right now, join the AI Success Lab. It is our free AI community with over 40,000 members who are using AI every day to grow their businesses. You will get the full notes from this video, 100 plus AI use cases, and access to a community of people who are actually doing this stuff. Links are in the comments and description. Go grab them both. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below and let him know what you think of this one, and I will see you in the next video. Google Gemini 3.1 Pro just dropped today and we're testing out together right now. Here's what makes this a big deal. So Gemini is basically Google's most powerful model, and now we have 3.1 Pro out, which is an even better version of this. This is just dropped. And it's going to be interesting to test this out. You can see the benchmarks right here in terms of how it performs. I do think Google are well overdue an upgrade, especially since Sonnet 4.6 and Grok 4.2 just came out recently. And you can see the benchmarks in terms of how it performs right here. So it's a huge step up, especially on humanities last exam. You see it scores 44% versus Free Pro, which was 37%. And it's outperforming everyone on that. I don't really care about the benchmarks, but that's just an example of how it looks and how it's performing. So we're going to test out together, figure out what it could do, test it live, break it, push it, build real stuff with it, and just find out together what works and what doesn't. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you a 30-day plan, over 100 prompts you can copy and paste, and a clear picture of whether this is worth your time. Let's get straight into it. If you haven't used this before, you can go over to AI Studio to get access, and you can see an example right here. So if we go to AI Studio, Playground, and then you can switch between the models over here. So we're going to switch to Gemini, and you can see Pro Preview is ready to go right there, right? So it's Pro Preview that you can use for this, and then we can test out some prompts. So let's try this out. So we're going to plug in this prompt over here, and then we can switch on the tools as well. You can add an API key as well if you want, and then we'll hit run. All right, so we've got Gemini 3 Pro set up right there. We can switch the level of thinking level as well, and you can get this at aistudio.com. That's how you can get access to this. James says, is he late? No. And Cal says, hey, good to see you, man. You can actually see a comparison side by side. So this is Gemini 3 Pro versus 3.1 Pro. Quite a big difference in the amount of detail that's inside that as well. And obviously the designs look much nicer from 3.1 Pro. So let's come back to AI Studio. We've got the code building out here. Now we've got the code finalized. Let's play this. Show the preview. Here's an example, and it doesn't actually work. It doesn't work. Sal says everything is moving so fast enough that the games you create, this literally it won't start. I think it's because it's got audio inside the prompt. Not so good. That's an interesting one, because actually Um, when I've tested that out with like Sonnet and Grok 4.2 recently, it works perfectly, which is crazy. So we'll try something else now. So we'll go with Space Invaders game and try that out. Chuck says, looking forward to seeing this. Peak says, hello, sir. Good to see you all here. Thanks for commenting. Meridia says, are you doing coding for games? We're doing coding for everything, including games. Me personally, I run an AI automation community. I have an AI agency and an SEO agency. So you can see we run the AI profit boardroom, and that's basically what we use to help people with AI. Now, if we go over to Gemini directly as well, we can use 3.1 here. So just make sure you selected Pro in the bottom. So you can see you've got multiple options, fast, thinking, and Pro, and you would select Pro here. And then you can go from here. All right. So for example, let's say create a neon 3D racer game, something like that, and we'll test it out. Shaq says it's 3.1. I wouldn't say that. It's just like, you know, it's one of those where like it's always like this. When the new models come out, usually because everyone's using them, they tend to be worse. And whereas like a week later, you realize, oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Peak says for website SEO for OpenClaw, with which one model is the best for it? Claude Sonnet is the best for writing human content, SEO content, etc. What are we doing? We're testing out Gemini 3.1. What type of AI could I sell to someone to assist with SEO? So anything that you can do with SEO, you can automate, right? So for example, outreach, you can automate. For example, you've got SEO content writing that you can automate, even internal links and stuff like that, you can automate with AI. So most of the stuff that people do with SEO, you can automate. You think it's because of peak usage? Well, that's one of the reasons that I mentioned a second ago, but it could be because of many things, right? Who knows? Maybe it's just not that good. What about besides the basics, trouble selling regular SEO at the moment? I would just ask clients what they want to see, right? Like, best way is always speak to your customers and see what they want directly. Liber says, hello, sir. Is there a way to use Claude Code for free using Olama? Yeah, you don't need high compute for Quen 3.5 because you're using the cloud model, the cloud API, right? But we've got loads of training inside the AI Profit Board on how to do that if you need some help on that stuff. So if we go back to the playground here, we're going to switch to Gemini 3 Pro Preview, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison where we'll compare the outputs of Gemini 3.1 Pro, which we've got with this one, versus the outputs of Google AI Studio, right? Which is this one, with Gemini 3 Pro. So we're going to run that inside here, exactly the same prompt. And then if we go back to 3.1 Pro, we can test this out. Tough game. It's pretty hard to play. There we go. It's pretty cool. Nice playable game. Quite fun. So that is 3.1. And then let's come back to AI Studio and we got 3.0 running here. So this is 3.0, right? Which is kind of not as interesting to play, as you can see. And it doesn't have like a clear track, whereas this one is a bit more interesting. You know, it's got like a clear racing track and everything else on it. So the outputs here, there's quite a big difference between, say, this game and the game that we generated with 3.1. Let's try another example. So what I'm going to do is try and build out a website for the AI Profit Boardroom, which is our AI automation community, like you see. So I'm going to grab that content over here. Then we'll go over to Gemini, plug this in, and say, create a beautiful, interesting website for the AI Profit Boardroom. So we'll take that, switch to canvas, make sure we got 3.10 Pro. There we go. And then we'll do the same inside Gemini 3 Pro Preview, see what we get back in both. Peak Selection says, but for Claude, we have to buy API, too expensive. Well, I mean, do you want the best or do you want the cheapest? If you want the cheapest, then you can just use a free API. Like, for example, you've got Olama, you've got Kimi K2.5, you've got Minimax as well, which gives you a 7-day coding plan. So it depends if you want the best or you want the cheapest, right? They're never going to be the same thing. All right, so we got the website from Gemini 3.1 Pro. Honestly, it doesn't look as good as something I would develop with Claude, honestly. I say develop, I mean just like, you know, create with Claude. So we got the website here. It still looks pretty basic. It still feels like AI, right? Like if you look at this, you think, meh, it's not as interesting as the one we currently have, which was created with OpenClaw using Claude Sonnet. I think this looks a lot nicer than what we've got from Gemini 3.1. But let's have a look at what we get back in a second from Gemini 3.0, and we'll compare them side by side. Did you give the exact same prompts to both models? We did indeed, sir. But I mean, like, when the prompt that we used for the AI profit boarding with Sonnet, like, I don't know, it was done weeks ago, so I couldn't tell you whether we used the exact same prompt, but it was something very similar. So if we have a look here, this is 3.0. I will say this doesn't look as good as the one from 3.1. So I do think like 3.1, it genuinely feels like a step up, even if it's just very slight, if that makes sense. So overall, I think it's like a tiny little upgrade, but it is available, and it does seem to outperform Gemini 3.0 Pro when we test the exact same prompts side by side against each models. So Gemini 3.1 seems good so far. Think as well, like, the more you use it, the more you test what it can do and what sort of cool stuff you can do with it as well. Bear in mind, it just came out today, but so far, so good. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get all the video notes from today, we've got that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. This is my AI automation community that teaches you how to grow your business, save time, and scale with AI automation. Inside the community, we've got 2,400 members, and you can ask questions, get help, get support whenever you want to. If you want to jump on weekly video coaching calls, you can do that inside the calendar, and jump on live coaching sessions, ask any questions, etc. Inside the map, you can meet people locally in your area, DM them, ask some questions. And then inside the classroom too, you can see that we have all of our best courses. So for example, you can learn AI automation and how to automate your business and just go from beginner to expert in just 5 weeks. Plus you learn how to build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. If you want to get my best playbooks on how to automate AI avatar videos, how to automate X, newsletters, shorts, even Instagram, that's all inside here too. If you want to get the video notes from today, you can get that inside the S&P updates section. As you can see, it comes with a 30-day plan for mastering Gemini 3.1, all my best prompts, etc. And also inside here, we have a full 6-hour course on how to use OpenClaw plus a Molbot course as well. Plus we update this daily. So you can see, for example, we've got 4 new guides set up today, and everything that I learn about AI, I share inside the AI Profit Boardroom so that you can stay updated with the latest stuff and exactly how to use it with video tutorials and step-by-step guides, like you can see, plus 30-day plans, right? So that's all inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Bear in mind, it's not just me winning with this stuff. So for example, we actually have over 129 pages of testimonials from people who have learned from our communities, and it's pretty much an infinite scroll at this point. So you can see all the cool stuff that people are doing and the results people are getting with AI, etc. And that's all inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So feel free to get that link in the comments description, or go to the AI Profit Boardroom.com. Silo says, is this a free community? It's not a free community. The AI Profit Boardroom is not free. All right. Thanks for watching. Google Gemini's new free updates are insane. Google just dropped something massive, and it's completely free. I'm talking about tools that can turn your notes into videos, build entire 3D worlds from a single prompt, and design websites in seconds. This changes everything for business owners. Today I'm showing you Google Gemini's newest updates that just dropped, and honestly, these are game changers. We're talking about 5 major tools that Google just made available, and the best part, most of them are completely free. I'm going to walk you through each one, show you exactly how they work, and more importantly, how you can use them to grow your business right now. Let's jump in. First up is NotebookLM. Now, you might have heard of NotebookLM before. It's been around for a bit, but Google just added something incredible. You can now turn your notebooks into videos, and not just any videos, professional looking videos that you can use for content. Here's how it works. You open NotebookLM on your phone, you upload your notes, could be meeting notes, could be research, could be anything. Then you hit a button, and NotebookLM creates a video summary of everything. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. The crazy part, the AI actually generates hosts, like 2 people talking about your content. They discuss the main points, they break down complex ideas, they make it engaging. Think about this for a second. You're running a business. You have tons of information about your products, your services, your results. Most of that information is just sitting in documents somewhere doing nothing. Now you can turn all of that into video content. And here's where it gets better. You can use these videos everywhere, post them on social media, add them to your website, use them in email campaigns, send them to potential customers. The mobile version makes this even easier. You're out and about, you have an idea, you record some voice notes, you upload them to NotebookLM on your phone. By the time you get back to your desk, you have a video ready to go. And let me tell you something else about NotebookLM that most people are missing. The quality of these videos is actually good, like really good. The AI hosts sound natural. They have conversations that make sense. They ask each other questions. They build on each other's points. It doesn't sound robotic or weird. Your audience will actually want to watch these videos. The mobile app makes this even more powerful. You're at a networking event. Someone asks you about your business. You explain it. Later that night, you upload your voice notes from that conversation to NotebookLM. The next morning, you have a video explaining your business. You didn't plan it. You didn't script it. You just talked naturally. And now you have video content. That's incredible. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini. The link is in the comments and description. Next up is Project Genie, and this one is wild. Project Genie lets you create entire 3D worlds just by typing. You don't need to know 3D modeling. You don't need fancy software. You just describe what you want, and the AI builds it. Let me show you what I mean. You type something like a modern office space with glass walls and a view of the city. Project Genie creates that in 3D. And you can walk through it, look around, change things. Now, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but how does this help my business? Here's how. Let's say you're trying to show potential customers what your service looks like. You run the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to show people what it's like to be part of an AI automation community. You could describe a virtual workspace, a place where community members collaborate, where they share AI tools, where they learn from each other. Project Genie builds that world. Now you have a visual representation of your community. You can use this in presentations. You can show it on sales calls. You can put it on your landing page, or let's say you're designing a new office or a store or an event space. Normally, you'd need to hire a designer. With Project Genie, you describe it. The AI builds it. You make changes in real time. You save time. And here's the thing that most people miss. 3D content is incredibly engaging. People stop scrolling when they see it. They interact with it. They remember it. So if you're trying to stand out, this is how you do it. You create something nobody else has, because nobody else is using tools like this yet. The barrier to entry for 3D content just disappeared. That's huge. But wait, there's more. All right, this next one is called Prompt Buddy, and it's built right into Gemini. Here's the problem it solves. Most people are terrible at writing prompts. They type something vague, they get a vague answer, they get frustrated, they think AI doesn't work. But the truth is, the better your prompt, the better your result, always. Prompt Buddy fixes this. It's like having an expert sitting next to you, helping you write better prompts. Here's how it works. You start typing a prompt in Gemini. Let's say you type, write a landing page. Prompt Buddy jumps in, it asks you questions. What's the landing page for? Who's your audience? What action do you want them to take? You answer those questions. Prompt Buddy takes your original prompt and it makes it 10 times better. So instead of write a landing page, your prompt becomes something like write a high converting landing page for the AI Profit Boardroom that targets business owners who want to save time with AI automation, focuses on the benefits of joining our community, and includes a clear call to action to sign up for a free trial. See the difference? The first prompt gives you generic garbage. The second prompt gives you something you can actually use. And this works for everything. Blog posts, emails, social media, code, anything you're asking Gemini to do. Here's why this matters for your business. The faster you get good results from AI, the more you can accomplish. Prompt Buddy speeds that up dramatically. Plus, most business owners don't have time to learn prompt engineering. They just want results. Prompt Buddy gives them that. No learning curve, no courses, just better outputs immediately. Let me give you a practical example. You need to write an email sequence for new members of the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to show them how to get started, how to use AI automation, how to get value from the community. You start with write an email sequence. Prompt Buddy helps you refine it. Asks about your audience, your goals, your brand voice. Then it helps you craft a prompt that gives you exactly what you need. Instead of spending hours going back and forth with the AI, you get it right the first time. That's the power here. And the best part is free. It's built right into Gemini. You don't have to pay extra. You don't have to download anything. It's just there. Now we're getting to Gemini Stitch, and this might be my favorite one. Gemini Stitch is an AI tool for designing websites and apps. You describe what you want, the AI designs it. You can make changes by just talking to it. No coding required. Let me break this down. You want a new landing page. You tell Gemini Stitch, design a landing page for an AI automation community, make it modern, focus on trust and results, include testimonials and a sign-up form. Gemini Stitch builds it right in front of you. You see the design. If you don't like something, you just say, make the headline bigger or change the color scheme to blue and white. The AI updates it instantly. This is insane for a few reasons. First, hiring a designer is expensive. With Gemini Stitch, you get professional designs for free. Second, it's fast. What used to take weeks now takes minutes. You can test multiple designs in the time it used to take to brief a designer. Third, you're in control. You don't have to explain what you want in some long email. You just talk to the AI. It makes changes. You see results immediately. And here's the kicker. You can keep improving it. You see what's working, what's not working. You tell Gemini Stitch to make changes, test new versions, optimize for conversions. This is the future of web design. It's not about coding anymore. It's about communication. You tell the AI what you want, it builds it. That's it. And it's not just websites. Gemini Stitch works for apps too, mobile apps, web apps, same process. Describe it. The AI builds it. Make changes by talking to it. Think about all the business ideas you've had that you never launched because you couldn't afford a developer or you didn't know how to build it. That barrier is gone now. You can test ideas, build prototypes, launch products, all without writing a single line of code. This levels the playing field. You don't need a huge budget. You don't need a technical team. You just need a good idea and access to Gemini Stitch. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom. The best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 45,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The link is in the comments and description. Google Gemini, new free updates are insane. So Google just dropped some crazy free updates to Gemini, and I'm talking game-changing stuff here. We've got AI that builds entire worlds, Chrome getting superpowers, and students getting free test prep. This is wild. Let's dive in. So Google just released 6 massive updates to Gemini, and the best part, most of this stuff is completely free. I'm going to break down each one so you can start using them today. No fluff, just what matters. First up is Project Genie, and this one is absolutely nuts. Imagine typing a few words and watching an entire world build itself right in front of you. That's what Project Genie does. It's a world building AI engine. You give it a text prompt or even an image, and it creates full interactive environments. Here's how it works. You describe what you want. Could be a forest, a city, a fantasy realm, anything. Then you pick a character. And here's the cool part. You can explore by walking, driving, or even flying. The world builds itself as you move through it. In real time. This isn't some pre-made video game map. This is AI generating everything on the fly based on what you asked for. Want to explore a cyberpunk city? Done. Want to walk through ancient ruins? Easy. The possibilities are endless. Now think about what this means. Game developers can prototype worlds in minutes instead of months. Teachers can create immersive learning environments. Brands can build virtual showrooms. And you can just mess around and create whatever world you want. Project Genie is still in early testing, but it shows where AI is heading. We're not just generating text anymore. We're generating entire experiences. Okay, next update, Gemini in Chrome. This one's already rolling out to some users, and it's a productivity game changer. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. So back to Gemini in Chrome. Google added a side panel to the browser. Your AI assistant now lives right there while you browse. No more switching tabs, no more copying and pasting between windows. You can highlight text on any website and ask Gemini questions about it. Get instant summaries, compare information across multiple pages, all without leaving what you're doing. They also integrated something called Nano Banana. It's a lightweight AI model that runs locally on your device, super fast, works even with slow internet, and keeps your data private since it's not sending everything to the cloud. Now let's talk about AlphaGenome. This one's more technical but super important. Google just open sourced the AlphaGenome model. That means researchers anywhere can now access the code and the trained AI weights. What does AlphaGenome do? It understands DNA, like really understands it. This AI can analyze genetic sequences and help scientists figure out how genes work, what causes diseases, how to develop treatments. Before this, only Google's team could use it. Now it's available to research labs worldwide for free. This is huge for medical research. Smaller labs that couldn't afford to build their own AI can now use cutting-edge tools. Universities can teach students with real AI models. Developing countries can access the same tech as major institutions. We're talking about accelerating research into cancer, genetic disorders, aging, and so much more. All because Google decided to share instead of keeping it locked up. If you're not in science, this might not affect you directly. But the treatments and discoveries that come from this, those will impact everyone. And one more thing, I want to tell you about something that can help you use all these tools way more effectively. The AI Profit Boardroom is where I teach people exactly how to automate their business with AI tools like these Google updates. You'll learn how to save hundreds of hours and get more customers using AI automation like Gemini in Chrome, Vision AI for content creation, and other cutting-edge tools. We cover everything from setting up AI workflows to scaling your business with automation. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. All right. Update number 4, D4RT. This stands for 4D video representation, and it's next level computer vision. Most AI sees images as flat pictures. Even video AI just processes frames one by one. D4RT is different. It understands 3D space and time together. Think about it like this. When you watch someone throw a ball, your brain tracks the ball's path through space over time. You predict where it'll land. D4RT gives AI that same ability. Why does this matter? Better self-driving cars that understand how objects move, robots that can navigate complex environments, video editing tools that can track and modify objects across entire scenes, sports analysis that breaks down player movements in 3D. D4RT is still in research phase, but Google's publishing papers and demos, which means we'll see real products using this soon. Next up, Agentic Vision. This is rolling out to the Gemini API right now, and it's a major upgrade to how Gemini handles images. Here's what changed. Before, if you gave Gemini an image, it would describe it, maybe answer questions about it. Now with Agentic Vision, it can write code based on what it sees in images. Let me give you an example. You take a screenshot of a website layout you like, upload it to Gemini, ask it to recreate that layout in code. Agentic Vision analyzes the image, understands the structure, and generates HTML and CSS. Or you photograph a handwritten diagram, maybe a flowchart for a process. Gemini can convert that into actual working code or a digital version. This works in Google AI Studio and Vertex AI right now, and it's coming to the regular Gemini app soon. For developers, this is massive. Prototype faster. Turn sketches into code. Debug visual issues by showing Gemini what's wrong instead of describing it. For non-coders, this opens up automation. Take photos of forms and have Gemini extract the data, show it your workflow, and get automated scripts. The possibilities keep growing. Last update. This one's specifically for students in India, but it shows where Google's heading with education. Gemini now offers full-length JEE main mock tests, completely free inside the app. JEE is the big entrance exam for engineering colleges in India. Millions of students take it every year. These aren't just practice questions, they're full-time tests that simulate the real exam. And after you finish, Gemini gives you immediate feedback, shows your strengths and weaknesses, explains wrong answers, suggests what to study next. Now they get personalized AI tutoring for free. This is just the start. Google's testing this in India, but imagine this expanding: free SAT prep, free GMAT practice, AI tutors for every subject and every test. Education is changing fast. AI is making high-quality learning accessible to everyone, not just people who can afford private tutors. And here's what's crazy. Most of this is free. Google's pushing hard to make Gemini competitive with ChatGPT and Claude. That competition is great for us. We get better tools faster. Now, here's what you should do. Go try Gemini if you haven't already. Test the Chrome integration if you have access. Play with the API if you're technical. See what fits your workflow. These tools only help if you actually use them. Don't just watch videos about AI. Go build something, automate something, create something. And one more thing I want to tell you about something that can help you use all these tools way more effectively. The AI Profit Boardroom is where I teach people exactly how to automate their business with AI tools like these Google updates. You'll learn how to save hundreds of hours and get more customers using AI automation like Gemini in Chrome, Vision AI for content creation, and other cutting-edge tools. We cover everything from setting up AI workflows to scaling your business with automation. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like these Google tools, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Comment below which update you're most excited about. I read every single one. And subscribe if you want more AI news like this. I'll see you in the next video. New Google Gemini 3.5 is insane. Google just leaked something massive, and I mean massive. They're calling it Gemini 3.5 Snow Bunny. This thing supposedly writes 3,000 lines of working code from one prompt. That's not normal. That's not even close to normal. And it gets crazier, way crazier. So here's what's happening right now in the AI world. There's this leaked model going around. People are testing it. They're posting benchmarks, and everyone's losing their minds. The code name is Snow Bunny. Sounds cute, right? But this thing is a beast. We're talking about a model that allegedly crushes GPT 5.2 and Claude Opus 4.5 on reasoning tests. We're talking about scores above 80% on the hardest benchmarks out there. Now, before we go further, I need to be super clear. These are leaks. These are rumors. Google hasn't confirmed any of this, but the evidence is piling up. And if even half of this is real, we're looking at the biggest AI jump we've ever seen. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Let me break down what people are claiming. First, the code generation users are saying they gave it one prompt, one single prompt, and it spit out 3,000 lines of working code, not broken code, not buggy mess, working code. Code that actually runs. Think about that for a second. Most AI models give you maybe 100 to 200 lines max before they start falling apart. This is 15 times that. People are building entire apps from scratch with one conversation. Then there's the reasoning part. Snow Bunny apparently has this deep think mode. It pauses before answering, like it's actually thinking through the problem. And the results is beating every model out there on complex reasoning tasks. We're talking math problems, logic puzzles, coding challenges, stuff that usually trips up even the best AI. But wait, there's more. The multimodal stuff is insane. This model supposedly generates UI code, vector graphics, music, full software stacks, all from text prompts. You could literally describe an entire app and get back everything you need to build it, front end, back end, database structure, the whole thing. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. And you're right to be skeptical. So let's talk about where these leaks are coming from. We've got early testing forums. We've got anonymous benchmark posts on Reddit. We've got community members in AI groups sharing screenshots and test results. None of this is official. Google hasn't said a word. Let me show you the difference between what's leaked and what's real. The Snow Bunny internal model, that's rumored, not confirmed. The claim about 3,000 lines of code from one prompt, that's coming from test users, but Google hasn't documented it anywhere. The benchmark showing it beats GPT 5.2 and Claude. Those are leaked claims, not official numbers. Deep think reasoning mode, mentioned in leaks but not announced by Google. What is real though, is that Gemini 3 Flash has solid code generation and multimodal features, just not at the scale these leaks are claiming. So there's a foundation of truth here. Google's models are getting better. The question is how much better? Here's the thing about leaks in the AI world. Sometimes they're dead accurate. Sometimes they're completely made up. And sometimes they're real but overblown. I've seen all three happen. Remember when people leaked GPT-4 details before launch? Most of that was accurate, but I've also seen fake benchmarks circulate that turned out to be completely fabricated. With Snow Bunny, we're in this weird middle ground. The claims are extraordinary, but they're not impossible. Google has the resources, they have the talent, they have the motivation to compete with OpenAI and Anthropic. A massive leap forward would make sense strategically. If you want to learn how to actually use AI tools like this to save time and automate your business, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach people how to scale with AI, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with automation. Whether Google confirms Gemini 3.5 or not, the AI tools available right now can already transform your workflow. And in the AI Profit Boardroom, you'll learn exactly how to leverage tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude to build systems that actually saves your time. Link is in the description. Now let's talk about what this could mean if it's real. Imagine you're a developer. Right now you spend hours writing code, debugging, testing. With a model that can generate 3,000 working lines from one prompt, that entire workflow changes. You become more of a director than a coder. You describe what you want and the AI builds it. For designers, same thing. You could describe an entire design system and get back all the components, the style guide, the assets. For automation, you could explain a business process and get back the complete automation script. This isn't just faster, it's a completely different way of working. But here's where the skeptics come in, and they have good points. A lot of AI leaks overhype basic improvements. Models that are slightly better get described as revolutionary. Benchmarks get cherry-picked to show the best possible results, and community hype can spiral into misinformation really fast. So what should you actually believe? Here's my take. Google is definitely working on improving Gemini. That's not a question. The Gemini 3 family is real, and it's getting better with each release. Could they have an internal model that's significantly more powerful? Absolutely. Companies test models internally all the time before public release. Could that model generate 3,000 lines of code and beat GPT 5.2 on benchmarks? Maybe. It's technically possible. The question is whether what people are testing is actually a near final build or just an early experimental checkpoint that will never see the light of day. Here's what I'm watching for. If this is real, we'll see more consistent leaks, more people testing it, more benchmarks from different sources. The evidence will pile up. And eventually, Google will either confirm it or release something similar. If it's fake or overblown, the hype will die down in a week or two and we'll never hear about it again. So what should you do with this information? First, don't panic about being replaced. These tools make you more powerful, not obsolete. Second, start learning how to work with AI models effectively. Prompt engineering is a real skill. Third, stay updated on what's actually confirmed versus what's rumored. Don't make business decisions based on leaks. And here's the final thing I'll say. Whether Gemini 3.5 Snow Bunny is real or not, the AI race is accelerating. Google, OpenAI, Anthropic, they're all pushing each other to build better models faster. We're going to see multiple major releases this year. Some will live up to the hype, some won't. But the overall trend is undeniable. AI is getting scary good. So is Google Gemini 3.5 real? The leaked benchmarks are electrifying. The claimed capabilities are mind-blowing. But we have to treat them as rumors until Google confirms. If even half of this is legit, it could be the biggest AI leap yet. But until then, stay skeptical, stay informed, and keep building with the tools that actually exist today. If you want to learn how to actually use AI tools like this to save time and automate your business, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach people how to scale with AI, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with automation. Whether Google confirms Gemini 3.5 or not, the AI tools available right now can already transform your workflow. And in the AI Profit Boardroom, you'll learn exactly how to leverage tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude to build systems that actually saves you time. Link is in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Whether you're into SEO, automation, content creation, or just want to stay ahead of the AI curve, this is where you need to be. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. New Google Gemini update is insane. Google just dropped a secret weapon inside Gemini. Most people have no idea it even exists. It's called Reasoning Effort Control. You pick how hard Gemini thinks with one simple command. Fast answers or deep planning, you choose. This changes everything. All right, Google just rolled out something insane in Gemini, and most people are completely missing it. It's a power user feature that lets you control how hard Gemini thinks. You type one simple command and boom. You get exactly the speed or depth you need. No more guessing which model is running, no more clicking through menus, just pure control right from the chat bar. Let me show you exactly how this works and why this is about to change how you use AI forever. So here's what Google did. They added 3 shortcuts at Fast, at Thinking, and at Pro. You type these right in the chat bar before your prompt. At Fast gives you quick, lightweight responses. Perfect for simple stuff. At Thinking goes deeper. it plans things out, it reasons through complex problems. And at Pro is the beast mode, highest quality, most reasoning power, but it's usually quota limited because it uses so much compute. This is keyboard first. You never have to click a single menu. You just type it faster at thinking and you're good to go. And here's the crazy part. This looks like the start of something way bigger. Google is testing tool call style shortcuts too, things like @search to trigger Google search automatically, @code for code execution, @image for generating images. It's not fully rolled out yet, but the evidence is there in the code. Let me break down why this matters so much. Before this update, you had no idea which model Gemini was using. Sometimes it felt fast, sometimes it felt slow. You just had to hope it was doing what you needed. Now you decide. You tell Gemini exactly how hard to think. This is a workflow level upgrade. It's not just a nice feature. It changes how you build with AI. Here's how I use it in the AI Profit Boardroom. When I need to write quick social media posts for our community, I use it fast. Type it fast and then write 3 Twitter posts about AI automation for business owners. Boom, done in seconds. Simple, clean, fast. But when I'm planning our entire content strategy for the month, I switch to @thinking, type @thinking, and then create a 30-day content plan for AI Profit Boardroom, covering automation workflows for agencies. Now, Gemini takes its time, it plans, it thinks through the strategy, it gives me a full roadmap. And when I need something really heavy, like designing a complete automation system for client onboarding, I go at Pro, type Pro, and then build a step-by-step automation workflow for onboarding new AI Profit Boardroom members, including email sequences, funnel setup, and community access. This is where Gemini goes all in, deep analysis, multiple steps, real planning power. And speaking of automation, if you want to learn how to save time and automate your entire business with AI tools like Gemini's reasoning shortcuts, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. We teach you exactly how to use these cutting-edge AI features to build systems that run while you sleep. No fluff, no theory, just real automation workflows that actually work. We've got members using these exact Gemini shortcuts to automate their content creation, their client outreach, their entire sales process. Link is in the description. Now let's keep going. Now let me show you something most people don't realize about these shortcuts. The difference between @fast and @thinking isn't just about speed, it's about token budget and reasoning steps. When you use @thinking, Gemini actually shows its work. You can see it planning, you can see it breaking down the problem into steps. It's like watching the AI think in real time. This is huge for complex tasks where you need to understand the logic behind the answer. With @fast, you just get the answer. With @thinking, you get the answer plus the reasoning. And with @pro, you get the full deep dive. This is similar to how the Gemini API works with reasoning effort parameters like low, medium, and high, but now you have that power right in the chat interface. No API needed, no coding required, just type the command and go. Let me show you the exact strategy for when to use each mode. This is the power user breakdown. @fast is for facts, quick rewrites, simple questions, anything where you just need an answer right now. Don't use it for complex planning or debugging or creative strategy. It's too light for that. @thinking is for planning, logic puzzles, multi-step tasks, content outlines, video scripts, SEO strategies, anything where you need Gemini to actually think through the problem. Don't waste it on simple questions where you want speed. And @pro is for deep analysis, code reviews, architecture design, long-form content, complex automation workflows. Don't waste your quota on trivial stuff. Here's my workflow hack. Always start with @fast. Try the quick version first. If the answer isn't good enough, escalate to @thinking, and only go to @pro when you absolutely need the full power. This saves you quota and keeps you moving fast. For the AI Profit Boardroom, I use @thinking for all our training content outlines. I'll type @thinking and then outline a complete training module on email automation using AI, including key concepts, examples, and action steps. Gemini gives me a full structured outline ready to record. For our landing pages, I use @pro, type @pro, and then write high converting landing page copy for AI Profit Boardroom that explains the value of AI automation, shows real results, and gets people to join our community. This is where @pro shines. It thinks through the psychology, the flow, the conversion points, everything. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. Google is building something way bigger behind the scenes. There's evidence of tool call style shortcuts in testing. Imagine typing at search, and Gemini automatically pulls live Google results, or at code and it runs actual code for you, or at image and it generates images on the fly. This isn't confirmed yet, but the code is there. The testing is happening. This is Google's answer to agentic workflows. They're building a shortcut-driven assistant layer. Think about what this means. Right now, you have to manually tell AI tools what to do. Search this, run this code, generate this image. But with shortcuts, it's automatic. You type one command and Gemini handles the rest. This is how power users will work in 2026. Quick commands, fast execution, no clicking, no menus, just pure speed. And this ties into other Gemini features too. There's Gemini Gems, which are like reusable mini apps for specific workflows, and Gemini Code Assist, which lets you pin context to specific code bases using our repo name. Google is building an entire ecosystem around this at Command Syntax. Everything is moving toward keyboard first shortcuts. Let me give you a real example from the AI Profit Boardroom. Right now, when I want to create a new automation workflow for our members, I have to switch between tools. I search for best practices, I write the outline, I generate the code, I test it. But with these shortcuts, I could theoretically type at search best AI automation workflows for online communities, then at thinking plan a custom workflow for AI Profit Boardroom, then at code generate the automation script, all in one conversation, all with simple commands. This is the future. And most people are sleeping on it because they don't even know these shortcuts exist. Google didn't announce this in a big press release. They just quietly rolled it out. Power users are finding it. Everyone else is missing it. That's why you're watching this video right now. You're ahead of the curve. So here's what you need to do. Go to Gemini right now, open the chat bar, try out fast with a simple question. Then try at thinking with something complex like planning a content calendar or building an automation workflow for your business. See the difference, feel how much control you have, then start building this into your daily workflow. Use it fast for quick tasks, at thinking for planning, at pro for the heavy stuff. And if you want the full breakdown on how to use AI tools like this to actually automate your business and save hours every single day, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We've got over 100 AI use cases, full SOPs, real workflows that members are using to crush it with automation. You'll learn exactly how to implement Gemini shortcuts like these into your actual business operations, not just theory, real execution. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab, links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 40,000 members who are crushing it with AI. We break down every new feature, every new tool, every new shortcut, so you stay ahead while everyone else is playing catch up. Now tell me in the comments, which mode are you going to use most? At fast, at thinking, or at pro? And what shortcut would you add if you could design it yourself? Drop your ideas below. Julian reads every single comment, so make it good. And if you want more Gemini power user breakdowns like this, hit that like button and subscribe. I drop new AI updates every single week, so you never miss the cutting edge stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Google Gemini's new free upgrades are insane. So Google just made their AI completely insane. I'm talking SAT tests, personal email reading, and workspace automation, all free, all powerful, all available right now. This is bigger than ChatGPT's last update. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use every single feature. Let's go. Okay, so Google just dropped something massive, like actually massive. They released Gemini 3, and it's not just another AI update. This thing connects to your Gmail, your photos, your entire Google Workspace. And the crazy part, most of it is completely free, no subscriptions, just pure AI power that you can use right now. Here's what most people don't get. Google isn't just competing with ChatGPT anymore. They're building something completely different. They're turning their AI into a personal assistant that actually knows your life, your emails, your calendar, your photos, everything. And they're giving students full SAT practice tests for free, like the entire test inside the AI. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency, Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Now here's where it gets wild. Gemini now offers full-length SAT practice tests completely free. You heard that right, full tests. Not just practice questions, not just tips, actual full-length SAT exams that you can take inside the AI. This is huge for students, but wait, there's more. And I know that sounds like an infomercial, but trust me, this gets better. They added something called personal intelligence. This is where Gemini connects to your Gmail, Google Photos, YouTube, and Google search. It gives you personalized answers based on your actual data, your actual emails, your actual photos, not just generic AI responses. Let me give you an example. Say you're planning a trip, you can ask Gemini about your travel plans, and it'll pull information straight from your emails, flight confirmations, hotel bookings, everything. Or you can ask it to summarize your photos from last summer, and it will actually look at your Google Photos and tell you what's there. This is next level stuff. Now, I know what you're thinking, privacy. And yeah, some people are freaking out about this. There's been backlash about AI reading the emails. I get it, it's your inbox. But here's the thing, you control it, you can turn it on or off. Google isn't forcing this on anyone. If you want the personalized features, you opt in. If you don't have to use them. All right, now let's talk Gmail, because Gmail just entered what Google calls the Gemini era. And this changes everything about how you handle email. Gemini now sits inside Gmail and gives you summaries, insights, and actions. It can create calendar events from your emails, write quick replies, summarize long email threads, all inside Gmail. Here's the cool part. Even free Gmail accounts get some of these features. You'll see Ask Gemini in the sidebar. You can click it and get help with your emails right there. No switching apps, no copying and pasting. It's all built in. Now, some features are limited on the free tier, but the fact that you get any of this for free is crazy. And if you want to take your business to the next level with AI tools like Google Gemini, you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where you'll learn how to automate your entire workflow, save hundreds of hours, and get more customers using AI. We're talking real automation strategies that actually work, not theory, real systems that scale your business. The link's in the description. Trust me, if you're serious about using AI to grow, this is where you need to be. Now let's get into Google Workspace, because this is where things get really powerful for business owners and teams. Gemini Deep Research is now integrated with Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Gmail. You can literally tell Gemini to research something and it'll pull from all your documents, all your spreadsheets, all your emails, everything connected. But here's what blew my mind. You can create files and folders just by asking Gemini. No more manually organizing, no more dragging and dropping. You just tell it what you need and it builds it for you. Need a new project folder with specific documents? Done. Need a spreadsheet with certain data? Done. It's like having an assistant that never sleeps. And then there's workflow automation. Some users are reporting they've automated their entire workflow using Gemini inside Gmail and Sheets. No code required. You just set up flows and Gemini handles the rest. Email comes in, Gemini sorts it. Data needs updating, Gemini does it. Tasks need assigning, Gemini assigns them. This is the future of work. Now, here's what you need to know about personal intelligence in Google search. They added an AI mode that uses your Gmail and photos to give you better search results. So when you search for something, it's not just pulling from the web, it's pulling from your personal data too. More context, more relevant answers, more useful results. But let's be real for a second, not everything's perfect. Some users are reporting issues since the Gmail integration, memory problems, accuracy issues, the AI forgetting context. Now, I haven't experienced this myself, but it's worth mentioning. Google's rolling out these features fast, and sometimes that means bugs. They'll fix them, but just know it's not flawless yet. All right, here's what most people are missing though. This isn't about one feature, it's about the whole system working together. SAT tests for students, personal intelligence for daily tasks, Gmail automation for productivity, Workspace integration for business. Google's building an AI ecosystem, and they're giving most of it away for free to get people hooked. Think about it. ChatGPT is powerful, but it doesn't know your life. It doesn't see your emails. It doesn't know your calendar. Gemini does. And that's the game changer. It's not just smarter, it's more useful because it has context, your context. That's why this matters. Now, some features are still rolling out. Some are tied to Google AI Pro or Ultra, but the core stuff, the stuff that actually moves the needle, most of that's free. And Google's expanding access, more languages, more countries, more features coming to free users. Let me tell you what this means for you. If you're a student, you just got free SAT prep. If you're a business owner, you just got automation tools that would have required software. If you're anyone with a Gmail account, you just got a personal AI assistant, all free. That's insane. So here's what you should do right now. Go to Gemini, turn on personal intelligence if you want it, connect it to your Gmail and photos, start using the Workspace features, try the SAT practice if you're studying, test the automation, see what it can do, because this technology is here now, not coming soon. Now, the future is AI that knows you, AI that works with your actual data, AI that saves you time on real tasks, not generic answers, real help. And Google just made that accessible to everyone. That's why I'm calling this insane, because it is. And if you want to take your business to the next level with AI tools like Google Gemini, you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where you'll learn how to automate your entire workflow with tools like Gemini, save hundreds of hours every single month, and get more customers using AI automation. We're talking real automation strategies that actually work, not theory, not fluff, real systems that scale your business. You'll get step-by-step processes for setting up AI in your business, templates you can copy and paste, and direct support from people who've already done it. The link's in the description. Trust me, if you're serious about using AI to grow and you don't want to waste time figuring it out alone, this is where you need to be. All right, so if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. We're sharing strategies, automation workflows, and real results every single day, not hype. Real systems at work. You'll see exactly how other people are using Gemini and other AI tools to save time, make better content, and grow their businesses. Plus, you get free trainings, weekly updates on new AI tools, and you can ask questions directly to the community. It's completely free to join, no credit card, no catch, just pure value and a group of people who actually care about helping each other win with AI. All right, that's it for today. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. New Google Gemini update destroys NotebookLM. Google just dropped something crazy, free SAT practice tests inside Gemini, and it might change everything for students. Let me show you what's happening. Does Gemini really destroy NotebookLM? Not exactly, but this update puts serious pressure on it. Okay, so here's the deal. Google just added full-length SAT practice exams directly into the Gemini app. And when I say full-length, I mean the real thing. Not some random quiz, not flashcards, actual SAT practice tests that you can take right now for free. Now you might be thinking, okay, cool, another AI tool doing study stuff. But here's where it gets interesting. These tests aren't just made up by AI, they're built with the Princeton Review, you know, the actual SAT prep company that's been doing this for decades. So you're getting real level SAT questions that actually matter. And here's what makes this so powerful. After you finish the test, Gemini gives you instant feedback. It shows you exactly what you're good at and exactly where you're struggling. Then you can ask it to explain any answer you got wrong. And it'll even build you a personalized study plan based on your weak spots. All of this happens in seconds. All of this is completely free. The way you use it is super simple. You just open Gemini and say, I want to take a practice SAT test. That's it. Gemini generates the full test right there. You take it, you get your results, you get your feedback, you're done. And now let's talk about why this matters, because this isn't just about SAT tests. This is about what happens when Google decides to go after the education market, and they're going hard. Sundar Pichai, Google's CEO, already announced that more standardized tests are coming. So I call them the SAT is just the beginning. They're building Gemini into a full education platform. And this creates a really interesting situation because right now there's another Google tool that students love, NotebookLM. You've probably heard of it. It's amazing for taking notes, organizing research, and summarizing documents. But here's the thing, NotebookLM doesn't do structured test prep. It doesn't give you practice exams. It doesn't track your performance. It's built for research and knowledge storage. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. So now Google has two tools that do very different things. NotebookLM is still the best for deep research and organizing your knowledge, but Gemini just became the best for actual exam prep. And if you're a student trying to prepare for the SAT, which one are you going to use? Probably Gemini, because it gives you the structured practice you actually need. Let me break down what makes this Gemini update so powerful. First, the tests are vetted. They're not AI generated nonsense. They're real SAT level questions made with the Princeton Review. Second, you get instant performance feedback. Gemini gives it to you instantly for free. Third, you can ask follow-up questions. If you don't understand why you got something wrong, you just ask Gemini to explain it and it will break it down step by step. And here's the really smart part. After you finish your test, you can tell Gemini, make me a study plan, and it will create a personalized plan based on the exact areas where you struggled. So if you're weak in math but strong in reading, it focuses your study time on math. Now let's talk about what this means for the education industry, because this is where things get wild. Right now, SAT prep is a massive business. Online platforms have monthly subscriptions, and which are absolutely not free. and Google just said, here's all of that for free. This puts serious pressure on ESAT prep services. Why would a student go for other prep services when they can get full practice tests and personalized feedback for free in Gemini? And this is just the start. Google said more standardized tests are coming. So think ACT, GRE, GMAT, LSAT. All of these could be next. Google is building a complete test prep ecosystem inside Gemini. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for you, because this isn't just about students taking the SAT. This is about how AI is changing the way we learn and prepare for anything. The same technology that powers these SAT tests can be used for business training, professional certifications, skill assessments, anything that requires structured learning and feedback. Speaking of scaling your business, if you want to learn how to use AI tools like Google Gemini to save time and automate your workflows, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where we show you exactly how to use AI to get more customers, close more deals, and save hundreds of hours with automation. Whether you're using Gemini for test prep or business operations, we break down the real strategies that actually work. Link is in the description. Now let's get back to the Gemini versus NotebookLM question, because people keep asking, does Gemini destroy NotebookLM? And the honest answer is no, but it does put pressure on it. Here's why. NotebookLM is still unbeatable for certain things. If you need to organize a ton of research, summarize long documents, or build a knowledge base, NotebookLM is better. It's designed for that. It has features like source grounding and long-term memory that Gemini doesn't have yet, but Gemini now has something NotebookLM doesn't. Structured exam prep with vetted content. So if you're a student, you might use NotebookLM to organize your class notes and use Gemini to practice for the SAT. They're complementary tools, not competitors. But here's the catch. If Google keeps adding features to Gemini, at some point students might just use Gemini for everything. And that's what puts pressure on NotebookLM. The real winner here is students, because now they have access to professional level SAT prep for free. No subscriptions, just open Gemini and start practicing. And the feedback you get is actually useful. It's not generic advice like study harder, it's specific. It tells you exactly which types of questions you're missing and why. Here's a pro tip if you're going to use this. After you take a practice test in Gemini, don't just look at your score and move on. Ask Gemini to explain every single answer you got wrong, then ask it to create practice problems for those specific question types. This is how you turn a practice test into a real learning tool. You're not just testing yourself. You're using AI to build a custom study plan that targets your exact weaknesses. And here's another thing most people miss. You can use Gemini to simulate test day conditions, set a timer, take the full test without breaks, get used to the pressure, then review your results and see how you did under real conditions. This is the kind of practice that actually prepares you for the real SAT, not just memorizing facts, but learning how to perform under pressure. And here's what makes this so powerful. Google has data, lots of data. They know what students search for. They know what questions people ask. They know where students struggle. So they can use all of that data to make Gemini even better at teaching and test prep. The more people use it, the smarter it gets. That's the advantage of AI at scale. But there's also a question we need to ask. What happens to traditional education companies? Because if Google is giving away SAT prep for free, how do companies like Kaplan and Princeton Review stay in business? Some will adapt, some will partner with AI companies, some will focus on premium services that AI can't replace yet, like one-on-one tutoring. But the industry is definitely changing, and it's changing fast. So here's the bottom line. Google Gemini just became a serious player in education. The SAT practice tests are legit, the feedback is useful, and it's all free. Does it destroy NotebookLM? No. But it does change the game. And if you're a student or a business owner, you need to pay attention, because this is just the start. And if you want to learn how to use AI tools like Google Gemini to save time and automate your workflows, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where we show you exactly how to use AI to get more customers, close more deals, and save hundreds of hours with automation. Whether you're using Gemini for test prep or business operations, we break down the real strategies that actually work. Link is in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. This is where we share the real strategies, the tools that actually work, and the systems you can copy and paste into your business. No fluff, just results. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Google just dropped something huge. Gemini now speaks 70 languages, real-time translation, through your headphones. This changes everything for content creators, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Let's go. Okay, so Google just launched this massive update to Gemini, and honestly, it's wild. They added 23 new languages. That brings the total to over 70 languages worldwide. This means people from almost every country can now use AI in their own language. No more struggling with English translations, no more losing meaning when you're trying to create content. This is massive for anyone doing SEO, content creation, or running a business globally. Here's what changed. Gemini added languages like Kazakh and a bunch of others that were never supported before. And it's not just for chatting. You can use it in Google Translate, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and Search. Everything works in your native language now. So if you're creating content for different markets, this just became your secret weapon. But here's where it gets crazy. They rolled out live speech-to-speech translation. You put on your headphones, talk in English, and the person on the other end hears you in their language. In real time, no delay, no robot voice. It captures your tone, your pitch, everything. This is like having a personal translator in your pocket 24/7. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Let me break down how this actually works. The live translation feature is built into the Google Translate app. It's beta right now for Android users. iOS is coming soon. You open the app, select live translate mode, put in your headphones and start talking. Gemini Auto detects the language you're speaking and translates it instantly for the other person. They can respond in their language and you hear it in English or whatever language you choose. This isn't just cool tech. This is game changing for business. Think about it. You can now do client calls with people who don't speak your language. You can create videos and reach audience in 70 different countries. You can write content, translate it perfectly, and rank in local search engines. The barrier just disappeared. And Google didn't stop there. Gemini is now integrated across all their apps. You can brainstorm ideas in Spanish in Docs, write emails in French in Gmail, create spreadsheets in German in Sheets, all with AI assistance. The AI understands context in each language. It's not just translating word for word. It gets cultural nuances. It gets slang. It writes like a native speaker. Here's what this means for you. If you're doing SEO for international markets, you just got a massive advantage. You can create high quality content in any language without hiring translators. You can research keywords in local languages. You can analyze competitors in their native markets. For content creators, this is insane. You can now make videos for global audiences, record in English, translate the script to 70 languages, and boom. You just 70x your potential reach. YouTube supports multilingual audio tracks. TikTok supports captions in multiple languages. Instagram Reels too. You can dominate in markets where there's way less competition. And if you're running an agency like I am, this changes client acquisition completely. You can now serve clients worldwide without language barriers. You can hop on sales calls with prospects in Japan, Brazil, Germany, anywhere. The live translation handles it all. You can scale globally without hiring multilingual staff. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your entire workflow with tools like Google Gemini, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I show you exactly how to use AI to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours every month. We cover tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, all of them. And you get step-by-step processes for automating content creation, client outreach, SEO, everything. The link is in the description. Join us and start scaling with AI today. Now, let me show you the exact use cases. First, content creation. You write a blog post in English using Gemini. Then you ask it to translate that post into Spanish, French, German, whatever markets you're targeting. But here's the key. You're not just translating, you're asking Gemini to localize it. That means adapting the content for cultural differences, local search intent, and regional preferences. This is way better than Google Translate ever was. Second, live client calls. You're talking to a potential client who speaks Portuguese. You turn on live translation in Google Translate. You speak English. They hear Portuguese. They respond in Portuguese. You hear English. The conversation flows naturally. No awkward pauses. No miscommunication. You close the deal. Third, research and brainstorming. You want to understand what people in France are searching for in your niche. You open Gemini, switch the language to French, and ask it to help you brainstorm content ideas. It gives you ideas based on French search trends, French culture, and French user behavior. You're getting insights that English language AI tools could never give you. Fourth, email outreach. You're doing cold email campaigns in multiple countries. Instead of hiring copywriters for each language, you use Gemini, you write your email template in English, then you have Gemini translate and localize it for each market. Germany gets German emails, Spain gets Spanish emails, but they're not just translated, they're written in a way that resonates with each culture. Your open rates and reply rates go through the roof. Now, here's something most people are missing. This update makes Gemini the most powerful multilingual AI on the market. ChatGPT has some language support, but it's not integrated into apps like Gmail and Docs. Claude is great, but doesn't have live translation. Gemini just leapfrogged everyone with this update, and it's free to use in most of these apps. The live translation feature is the real game changer, though, because it's not just about text anymore. It's about real conversations, real relationships, real business deals. You can network globally now. You can speak at international conferences and have your words translated live for the audience. You can do podcast interviews with hosts who don't speak your language. The possibilities are endless. And Google built this on their latest Gemini audio models. These models don't just translate words, they translate emotion, they translate personality. When you're excited, the translation sounds excited. When you're serious, it sounds serious. This keeps the human connection intact, even across language barriers. For the Gemini web app, and integration with Google Workspace is even easier. Just go to gemini.google.com and select your language from the drop-down. Everything you do from that point on will be in that language. All the AI responses, all the suggestions, all the content generation, it's that simple. One more thing, the quality of these translations is better than human translators for most use cases. Why? Because Gemini has been trained on billions of examples in each language. It knows every idiom, every phrase, every cultural reference. Human translators are great, but they're slow. Gemini is free and instant. For business content, blog posts, emails, and social media, it's better. So here's what you do next. Start experimenting with Gemini in different languages. Pick a market you want to expand into. Create some content in that language. See how it performs. Test a live translation on a call. Get comfortable with these tools. Because in 6 months, this is going to be standard. Everyone will be using AI for multilingual content. The people who start now will have the advantage. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your entire workflow with tools like Google Gemini, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I show you exactly how to use AI to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours every month. We cover tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, all of them, and you get step-by-step processes for automating content creation, client outreach, SEO, everything. The link is in the description. Join us and start scaling with AI today. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. We break down every new update, every tool, every strategy, and it's completely free to join. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Gemini 3 Pro in Google search is insane. Today I'm going to show you something that just changed everything about how we search online. Google just dropped Gemini 3 Pro into search and it's absolutely wild. You can now get interactive simulations, custom calculators, and visual layouts built right inside your search results. No more reading walls of text to understand complex topics. This is interactive, it's visual, and it's like nothing you've seen before. So here's what happened. Google released Gemini 3, their smartest AI model yet, and for the first time ever they put it straight into Google search on day one. This has never happened before. Usually Google tests things for months. Not this time. They know this is big. The feature is called AI mode, and when you use Gemini 3 Pro in AI mode, you get something called Generative UI. This means Google doesn't just give you text answers anymore, it actually codes and builds custom visual experiences just for your question, right there in your search results in real time. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Let me show you what this looks like. Say you want to learn about the three-body problem in physics. Normally you get a bunch of articles explaining it with words, maybe some static images. But with Gemini 3 Pro, Google builds you an actual interactive simulation. You can move things around, change the variables, watch the physics happen right in front of you, all generate on the fly based on your exact question. Or let's say you're researching mortgage loans. You want to compare two different options. Instead of reading through tables and doing math yourself, Gemini 3 Pro codes you a custom calculator right in the search results. You can plug in different numbers, compare options, see which saves you more over time, all without leaving Google. This is what I mean when I say it's insane. The AI understands what you need, then it writes the code, builds the tool, and gives it to you in seconds, all automatically. Now, here's why this matters for your business. Think about all the time you spend researching things, looking up how to do stuff, trying to understand new tools. With Gemini 3 Pro, you can get visual, interactive answers that help you learn faster. That means you can move faster, make better decisions, and stay ahead of everyone else who's still reading boring text. Let me give you a real example. Say you're trying to understand how to structure content for the AI Profit Boardroom. You could ask Gemini 3 Pro to show you how search engines crawl websites. Instead of just explaining it with words, it might build you an interactive diagram. You can click around, see how links connect, watch how the crawl works step by step. That's way more valuable than reading 1,000 words about it. Or maybe you want to plan a content calendar. You could ask it to show you trending topics. In AI automation, it will search the web, pull real data, then organize everything in a visual layout with images and modules you can interact with, not just a boring list. An actual visual experience that helps you see the patterns and make decisions. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom. The best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google and Gemini 3 Pro. The link is in the comments and description. Now, let me tell you how to access this. First, you need to be in the US. That's where it's rolling out first. Global access is coming soon. Second, you need to use AI mode in Google search. When you search for something, you'll see an option for AI mode. Click that. Third, you need to select the right model. There's two options in AI mode. You can use Gemini 3 Flash, which is fast and good for most questions, or you can use Gemini 3 Pro, which gives you the full power. The interactive simulations, the custom tools, all of it. To get Gemini 3 Pro, you click on the model drop-down in AI mode and select Thinking with 3 Pro. That's where the magic happens. Now you're using Google's most advanced AI model with all the generative UI capabilities. Here's what makes Gemini 3 Pro different from everything else. It has state-of-the-art reasoning. That means it can understand really complex questions, questions with multiple parts, questions that need deep thinking. It doesn't just pattern match like old AI. It actually reasons through your question to figure out what you need. And then it uses something called agentic coding. That's the ability to write code autonomously to build you custom interfaces. So when you ask a question, Gemini 3 Pro thinks about the best way to show you the answer. Then it codes up the perfect visual layout or interactive tool for that specific question, all in real time. Let me break down the different types of visual responses you might see. First, there's visual layouts. These are immersive magazine-style responses with photos and interactive modules. You can click on things, customize the results. It's like getting a custom-designed web page just for your question. For example, if you ask it to plan a 3-day trip to Rome, you don't get a text list. You get a visual itinerary with images, interactive modules where you can change preferences, links to helpful resources. It's designed to be explored, not just read. Second, there's interactive tools and simulations. This is where Gemini 3 Pro really shines. When it detects that an interactive tool would help you understand something better, it codes one for you on the spot. We're talking calculators, simulations, visualizations, games, whatever makes sense for your question. I saw one example where someone asked about RNA polymerase. That's a complex biological process. Instead of just describing it with text, Gemini 3 Pro built an interactive visualization showing how it works. You can see the molecules moving, watch the process happen. That's way more powerful than reading about it. Third, there's custom coded interfaces. For really specific questions, Gemini 3 Pro can code up entire mini applications. I'm talking about things like galleries with swipe features, dashboard-style layouts with multiple data points, interactive timelines, comparison tools, whatever your question needs. Someone asked it to create a Van Gogh gallery with life context for each piece. Gemini 3 Pro didn't just list the paintings, it coded a full gallery experience where you can tap through paintings, read about Van Gogh's life at that time, and explore the art interactively. That's absolutely wild. Now, let me show you how this can help you grow a business like the AI Profit Boardroom. Say you're trying to create better landing pages. You could ask Gemini 3 Pro to show you examples of high-converting landing pages in the AI automation space. It might build you a visual comparison tool showing different layouts, explaining why each element works, with interactive examples you can click through, or maybe you want to understand customer journey mapping. You could ask it to visualize how customers discover and join AI automation communities. It might code you an interactive flowchart showing each touchpoint with real data on conversion rates and tools to customize it for your business. The key is that you're not just getting information anymore, you're getting tools, visual experiences, interactive simulations, things that help you actually do the work, not just learn about it. And here's where it gets really powerful. Gemini 3 Pro can search the web multiple times to gather information before building your response. So it's not just using what it knows, it's actively researching to find the best, most current information. Then it packages all that into a custom visual experience. Let's say you ask how recent AI automation trends should affect your content strategy. Gemini 3 Pro might search for trending topics, find real data on what's working, check current news, then build you a visual dashboard showing all the insights organized by category with links to sources and interactive elements to explore deeper. This is way more valuable than traditional search where you'd have to click through 10 different websites, read everything, and piece it together yourself. Now, the AI does the research and gives you an interactive tool to explore the findings. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google and Gemini 3 Pro. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 45,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The link is in the comments and description. Google just dropped insane free upgrades to Gemini 3, AI videos in vertical format, Gmail that writes your emails, personal intelligence that knows your business. This changes everything for content creators. Let's go. All right, Google just released something massive. Gemini 3 got upgraded. And these new features are completely free. I'm talking AI video creation in vertical format, Gmail automation that actually works, and personal intelligence that connects to all your Google apps. This is not some small update. This is a complete game changer. Let me show you exactly what's new and how you can use it right now. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. First up, let's talk about what Gemini 3 actually is. Gemini 3 is Google's most advanced AI model. It does text, images, audio, code, everything. It powers the Gemini app, Gmail, YouTube, all of it. This is the brain behind Google's entire AI ecosystem, and they just made it way better. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The first big upgrade is personal intelligence. This is rolling out in beta right now. It connects Gemini to your Gmail, your Google Photos, YouTube, and search. So instead of giving you generic answers, it gives you personalized help based on your actual data. Let me give you an example. Say you're planning a content strategy for your AI automation community. You could ask Gemini to pull insights from your Gmail about client questions, then check your YouTube analytics for top performing topics, and pull photos from Google Photos that performed well on social media, all in one conversation. That's the power of personal intelligence. It's not just answering questions, it's understanding your business context. And here's the best part. You control what it connects to, opt-in privacy controls. Gemini doesn't train on your private data by default. You choose which apps to link. Right now, this is rolling out to AI Pro and Ultra subscribers in the US, but more countries are coming soon. Now let's talk about Gmail. Gmail just entered what Google calls the Gemini era, and it's wild. First feature is AI overviews. This summarizes long email threads instantly. No more scrolling through 50 replies trying to find what matters. Gemini reads it all and gives you the key points in seconds. Next is Help Me Write. This drafts responses with AI guidance. So if someone emails asking about your AI automation services, you can have Gemini draft a professional reply that matches your tone. It understands context from the original email, it suggests relevant information, and it writes naturally. There's also suggested replies, quick one-click responses for common emails, and AI inbox that prioritizes important messages. So you're not wasting time on low priority stuff. Gmail is no longer just an email client. It's a full productivity assistant powered by Gemini 3. Let me show you how this works for growing a business like the AI Profit Boardroom. Imagine you get 50 emails a day asking about AI automation. Gemini can scan all those questions, identify common themes, draft personalized responses, and even suggest content topics based on what people are asking. That's insane value from something you're already using every day. Now, here's the upgrade everyone's talking about. AI video generation with Veo 3.1. This is huge for content creators. Google added native vertical video support. That's 916 format, perfect for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. No more cropping, no more awkward formatting. You can create vertical videos directly in the Gemini app. But it gets better. They added upscaling to 1080p and 4K, so your AI-generated videos look sharp and professional. The quality is actually usable now, and they improved consistency across scenes. Characters stay the same, backgrounds stay the same, objects maintain visual coherence. This was a huge problem with earlier AI video tools, not anymore. And there's video verification with SynthID watermarking. So you can check if a video was AI generated. That's important for authenticity and trust. Let me give you a practical example. Say you want to create short-form content promoting AI automation for the AI Profit Boardroom. You could prompt Gemini like this, create a 30-second vertical video showing how AI saves time for business owners. Show someone overwhelmed with tasks, then show them using AI tools to automate everything. Make it engaging and upbeat. Gemini generates that in 916 format, upscales it to 1080p, and you've got professional content ready to post. This is a complete game changer for social media creators. You don't need expensive video software. You don't need a whole production team. You just need Gemini and a good prompt, and you can pump out vertical content all day long. Now let's talk about agent skills and anti-gravity. This is where things get really powerful. Agent skills are like modular power-ups for AI agents. They're reusable packages of knowledge and scripts that extend what agents can do. Think of them as custom tools you build once and use forever. Google also launched Antic-Gravity. This is a new platform for building task-oriented AI experiences. It lets you create autonomous workflows that handle complex tasks without human input. So you could build an agent that monitors your email, identifies sales leads, drafts personalized outreach, and schedules follow-ups all automatically. Google Gemini 3 is not just an update, it's a complete platform for AI-powered productivity. Personal intelligence gives you context-aware help. Gmail automation handles your inbox. AI video creation pumps out vertical content. Agent skills automate your workflows. And translation tools expand your global reach. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Gemini 3, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We break down exactly how to use these updates to grow your business, create better content, and automate everything. You'll get step-by-step guides, real-world examples, and a community of people crushing it with AI automation. Check the link in the description. So how do you actually start using this? First, go to the Gemini app. If you're on AI Pro or Ultra, enable personal intelligence, connect your Gmail, photos, and YouTube, then start asking personalized questions. Test how it pulls insights from your data. Next, open Gmail and try the AI Overviews feature. Summarize a long email thread. Use Help Me Write to draft a response. See how much time it saves. Then try the video generation. Go to the Gemini app and prompt it to create a vertical video. Test different topics. See what quality you get. Upscale to 1080p or 4K and post it on your social media. Finally, explore agent skills if you're ready for automation. Build a simple workflow. Here's what I'm most excited about. The vertical video feature changes social media content creation. Before this, you needed separate tools for different formats. If you're serious about using AI to grow your business, this is the time to jump in. The tools are free, the quality is there, and the competition hasn't caught up yet. You can start creating better content, automating your workflows, and serving your audience faster than ever. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. It's our free AI community. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 40,000 members who are crushing it with AI. We share real strategies, tested workflows, and actionable tips every single day. Google Gemini 3 is free, it's powerful, and it's available right now. Don't sleep on this. Start using these tools today. Automate your business, create better content, and save hours every week. Join the AI Profit Boardroom. We break down exactly how to use these updates to grow your business, create better content, and automate everything. You'll get step-by-step guides, real-world examples, and a community of people crushing it with AI automation. Check the link in the description. That's it for this video. Drop a comment if you have questions. Julian reads every single one, and I'll see you in the next update. Gemini in Google Workspace is insane. Meetings suck, we all know it, but Google just dropped something that changes everything. AI that schedules your meetings, takes your notes, and handles all your follow-ups automatically. This is wild. Meetings waste your time. Harvard says 71% of managers think meetings are useless. That's insane. You're sitting there for hours every week and nothing gets done. But here's the thing. Google just released Gemini for Workspace and it fixes all of this. I'm talking about AI that does the work before the meeting, during the meeting, and after the meeting. This is not a small update. This is huge. Let me show you what this thing can do. First, scheduling. You know how you email someone and you go back and forth like 10 times just to find a time that works? Yeah, that's over. Gemini reads your emails in Gmail, and when it sees you're trying to schedule a meeting, it just suggests times automatically. It looks at your calendar, looks at their calendar, and boom, here are 3 times that work for both of you. Click one and you're done. No more email ping pong, no more wasted time. This works for one-on-one meetings right now, and they're adding support for group meetings soon. But it gets better. Gemini also works inside Google Calendar itself. So when you're trying to set up a meeting with multiple people, Gemini looks at everyone's availability and suggests the best times. If the time you pick doesn't work, it gives you alternatives that fit most or all of the calendars. It's like having an assistant that knows everyone's schedule and does all the coordination for you. This alone saves you hours every week. Think about how much time you spend just trying to find a time that works. That's gone now. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Now, let's talk about what happens during the meeting. This is where it gets really crazy. Gemini has this feature called Take Notes for Me. It automatically takes notes during your Google Meet calls. It captures everything that's said, pulls out the action items, and organizes it all for you. You don't have to type anything. You don't have to worry about missing something important. You can actually focus on the conversation instead of scrambling to write everything down. Google says usage of this feature grew 13 times this year. That's how useful this is. But wait, there's more. You can also ask Gemini questions during the meeting. Let's say you joined late or you zoned out for a minute. You can literally ask Gemini what you missed, and it catches you up. You can ask it to clarify a point without interrupting everyone else. It pulls from the captions, the documents shared in the meeting, and the chat. It's like having a personal assistant sitting next to you in every meeting. This is insane. You never have to ask someone to repeat themselves or feel lost in a meeting again. And if you work with people who speak different languages, Gemini has speech translation built in. It gives you translated captions in real time, and it preserves the speaker's tone. So you're not just getting a robot translation, you're getting the actual meaning and emotion behind what they're saying. This breaks down language barriers completely. Global teams can actually communicate without anyone getting lost in translation. Now, if you want to learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini, you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach you how to use AI to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with automation. We're talking about real strategies that work right now. Tools like Gemini are just the beginning. There's so much more you can do with AI to grow your business, and the boardroom is where you learn all of it. The link is in the description. So, before the meeting, Gemini schedules it for you during the meeting. It takes notes, answers your questions, and translates languages. But here's where it really gets good after the meeting, because this is where most teams drop the ball. You have the meeting, everyone agrees on next steps, and then nothing happens because no one remembers what was decided or what they're supposed to do. Gemini fixes this. After the meeting ends, it automatically sends the notes, transcript, and suggested next steps to Gmail. It also attaches everything to the calendar event, so you don't have to go searching for it. It's right there waiting for you. Everyone who was in the meeting gets this automatically. No one can say they didn't know what the action items were because it's all documented and delivered to them. Here's another thing. Gemini keeps a continuous meeting chat in Google Chat, so all the discussion history is saved. You can share emails and meeting materials directly into chat, so you don't have to switch between 10 different apps to find what you need. Everything stays in one place. Context doesn't get lost. Follow-ups actually happen. This is how meetings should work. You meet, you decide, you execute. No more meetings about meetings. No more asking what happened in the last meeting. Now, let me tell you why this matters for your business. Google says Workspace users are seeing 10% better productivity compared to Microsoft 365. That's huge. When your team isn't wasting time on scheduling emails and taking notes and trying to remember what was decided, they can actually do the work that matters. They can focus on the strategy instead of the admin. This is the difference between a team that's busy and a team that's productive. Think about it like this. If you have 10 people in your company and each person spends 5 hours a week in meetings, that's 50 hours. If even half of that time is wasted because meetings are inefficient, you're losing 25 hours a week. That's almost a full-time employee worth of time just vanishing. With Gemini handling the scheduling, the notes, and the follow-ups, you get that time back. Your team can use it to close deals, build products, serve customers. That's the real value here. And here's the best part. This isn't some complicated tool that takes forever to learn. It just works. Gemini sits in the background and helps you. You don't have to change how you work. You just work the way you already do, and it makes everything faster and easier. Your emails get scheduling suggestions. Your meetings get automatic notes. Your follow-ups get organized. It's all seamless. Let me give you some context on where this is all going. Google is rolling these features out progressively. Some of them are available now, some are coming soon, but the vision is clear. They want Gemini to handle the entire meeting workflow, from the moment you need to schedule something to the moment everyone follows through on their action items. This is end-to-end AI assistance, and it's only going to get better. Right now, the scheduling feature works for one-on-one meetings. Soon it will work for group meetings. The note-taking works great already, and they're improving it constantly. The Ask Gemini feature is rolling out to more users. The automatic sharing of meeting artifacts is live. This is happening fast. And if you're not using this stuff, you're falling behind. Here's what I want you to do. First, if you're using Google Workspace, turn on these Gemini features. Start with the scheduling assistant in Gmail. Use the Take Notes for Me feature in your next Google Meet. Try asking Gemini a question during a meeting and see how it responds. Get comfortable with this technology because it's only going to become more important. Second, think about all the other areas of your business where you're wasting time on repetitive tasks. Scheduling and meetings are just one example. There's email management, customer service, content creation, data analysis. AI can help with all of it, and that's what we cover in the AI Profit Boardroom, how to find these opportunities in your business and automate them so you can focus on growth. The companies that win in the next few years are going to be the ones that embrace AI the fastest. Not because AI is magic, but because it gives you leverage, it lets you do more with less, it takes the busy work off your plate so you can focus on the high value stuff. Gemini in Google Workspace is a perfect example of this. It's not replacing you, it's making you more effective. Now, if you want to learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini, you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach you how to use AI to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with automation. We're talking about real strategies that work right now. Tools like Gemini are just the beginning. There's so much more you can do with AI to grow your business, and the boardroom is where you learn all of it. The link is in the description, and if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. This is completely free. We share strategies, we troubleshoot problems, we keep each other updated on the latest tools. It's the best free AI community out there. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Today, I'm going to show you all of the latest Google AI tools, like you can see right here. I'm going to break down what I use them for, how to use them, which ones are the best, and which ones fit the best type of workflows, right? So we're going to kick it off with NotebookLM, which this is a free AI tool for generating media, right? So if you need to generate, for example, a quick faceless video or an audio overview like a podcast or an infographic or a flashcard, based on your research that you can automatically pull in over here, then I'd recommend NotebookLM, right? Now, it's awesome as well for creating a quick custom built chatbot. So for example, if you have research, so let's say I'm researching the new update from Claude Cowork, which is a new AI update that came out this week, then inside the chat here, I can ask any questions that I have, right? So I can say, okay, what is this update? What is Claude Cowork, right? And it's actually custom trained on all the materials that I've pulled in automatically from YouTube and across the web right here. So if you just want a general research tool that is free and can automatically create a chatbot custom trained on that particular topic, or you want to learn about a topic, then I'd recommend NotebookLM, right? Now, if you want something that's kind of ChatGPT, but it's custom trained and personalized for you because it has all your information, for example, like your Google accounts, your Google Drive, your Sheets, etc., then I would recommend Gemini, right? And also the reason that I'd recommend going directly to Gemini is also you can generate images and videos really quickly, right? So you can see these create images and create videos options right here. If we pull up some examples from recently, you can see an example of an image that we generated using a very detailed prompt. prompt, right? And it creates beautiful images. It can also, for example, plan out itineraries. So for example, like I'm going to Tokyo early March, and you can see examples of how it created this beautiful app right here. So it's great for plan, it's great for images, it's great, for example, editing images as well. So you can see here, for example, we said change MCP to Claude in this image. So change that to Claude, and it did it perfectly right there. Beautiful, right? The other thing that is pretty cool for is actually turning images into videos and also just quickly creating these apps, right? So you can see here, for example, it created this mini app for a game with a canvas preview. So we've got the chat on the left-hand side and the game on the right-hand side, right? So just to recap it, awesome for learning, awesome for custom chatbots, awesome for quickly generating faceless audio and videos and also flashcards. Gemini, awesome for images, awesome for videos, awesome for research, like for example, trips away, and then also really good for building out games and mini apps. Now let's talk about Workspace and Google Flows. So Google Flows is like a version of Zapier, if you've ever come across that. And you can see, for example, we can automate a daily summary of our unread emails, right? So I could say on a schedule, recap my unread emails, notify me in Google Chat, and it will just go off and do that, right? So it's like a no-code way of doing this. So you can see another example where we'll actually do a daily recap of what's happened in AI in Google Docs automatically for me daily, right? And these workflows and these AI agents just work daily in the background, right? So for example, if I click on the activity tab here, I can quickly create workflows, and then I can just get these workflows running in the background. I actually totally forgot this is running, but you can see we've got a recap of the latest news from yesterday, right? So it recaps everything that happened over the last day or so from my emails and then puts it in a Google Doc, right? Now, how do you set these up? You just go to the Discover tab. I've got loads of training inside the AI Success Lab, which is a free community. Link in the comments description if you want to know how to use this. But essentially, that is how Google Workflows works, right? Let me have a look here. Yeah, just type in Google Flows and you'll see all our training on that and exactly how to use this as an AI agent. So just to recap here, if you want to automate workflows, for example, recapping your emails or, for example, researching daily news and then putting that into a Google Doc, Google Flows is really good for that. Gemini is great for the apps and NotebookLM is great for learning. Now, Opal is quite an interesting one. This is another free tool from Google Gemini. And what it allows you to do is create mini apps, right? So for example, here you can see we've got this blog post writer, right? And essentially in Google Opal, you can create a mini app like this. And it's kind of like a no-code version of NA10. And on the left-hand side, we have the workflow. And on the right-hand side, we have the actual app we can test, right? If we go to the app section at the top, so we can switch between editor and app, we can actually test out the app directly. But then you want to put in a topic you want to learn about. So let's say, for example, Claude Cowork update, right? And then it will actually do the research. And after it's done the research, you'll actually draft a blog post, right? So it's kind of like a mini app where you're in like one screen, couple of different pages, nothing too complex, and it does it, right? And you can see we've got a bunch of ideas, like, for example, finding content gaps, creating blocks, learning Spanish, chopping up our existing content, and then turning that into 100 pieces of content, right? This is how easy it is. And then if you want to learn this, again, I've got loads of training inside the AI Success Lab. So if you type in, for example, Google Opal over here, you'll see all our different trainings and tutorials on this stuff, right? But if you want to learn how to use it, basically all you do is you just describe what you want here, right? So you say, okay, create an SEO blog post writer or create a YouTube thumbnail generator, right? And it will turn your prompt, your plain English prompt, into a workflow that you can easily generate, right? And it'll have the editor over here, and then it'll have the app over here. Next up, we have Google Stitch. Google Stitch is actually really good for design work, right? So if you want to redesign your website, like you can see right here, you can actually redesign your website, take in your existing content, and then you can say, okay, redesign this page so it looks more modern, or redesign this page so it looks more interesting, or redesign this page so it converts better, right? And it'll actually give you free redesigns of your content, which I think is great. It's a free tool, easy to use, easy to set up. You can see an example of what it actually gave us an output right here. And again, you just go back and forth inside the chat. So if you want to just redesign the front end of your website, this is one of the best tools. Then we have Google Antic-Gravity, which basically creates full scale apps, right? So for example, the back end and the front end. As an example of this, let me pull up Antic-Gravity here. So this is an example of how we can build an app. So we just go inside the chat here, we ask it to build an app or a website or a landing page, and then from there, it will actually go off and do that, right? So for full stack apps, this is one of the best ways to do it. Let me show you an example. So For example, yesterday on the live stream, I created a daily accountability tracker, like you can see right here. We actually packaged it up for the iOS store. And if we go inside the chat, you can see that we've actually deployed this to a website, right? So we created an app from scratch, we built the whole thing out, and then we deployed it to a subdomain, like you can see, right? So if you want like a full stack mobile app with a database, a login, a front end, a back end, an ability to store data as a database, then you would use something like Antic-Gravity, which again has free tiers, right? I'm on the free tier and I built all of that for free. Right? And then the final Google AI tool that I wanted to show you was Google AI Studio. AI Studio is amazing for generating mini apps, for example, link directly to something like Nano Banana, right? Let me show you an example, right? So I actually use this tool daily to generate thumbnails. So if you have a look at my thumbnails on YouTube, a lot of the ones, particularly for the live streams, are generated with AI, like this one right here, right? And the way that we do this is we just go into the upload section here. We would upload an image that we want to change. So let's pull this up. So let's say, for example, I wanted to edit this thumbnail. And then I can say, okay, change this to neon colors. And it's got this mini app just inside the direct chat here that I can quickly generate thumbnails for, right? And it's linked to the APIs and the ecosystem of Google to generate images directly, right? So I can automate something like thumbnails. I don't need a thumbnail designer. I can quickly create 3 different thumbnails that I can test on YouTube, right? Now, the way that I do this is literally what I do is I go directly inside the chat and I would say something like create a beautiful thumbnail designer, right? Simple as that. You can actually go back for your previous prompts here. So if we have a look at the code assistant history, you can see that the original prompt we said was create a thumbnail designer, right? And if you want to build with AI Studio, I've got loads of training inside the AI Success Lab, which is completely free again. And if you type in AI Studio here, you can learn how to basically build and automate anything with Google AI Studio. And it's pretty easy to set up, and it actually creates stuff that I personally use every single day, right? So if you want something that's actually useful for your business, AI Studio is one of the best places to do it. And the way that you can do this is you would just go to, for example, aistudio.google.com. Then from here, you're going to go inside the chat, go to build, type in what you want over here. And then let's say, for example, you want to create a voice app where you attach voice, right? If you want to use images, then you attach Nano Banana. But basically, you can build any apps that you want using this AI tool from Google. And if we go back to the chat here, we've got the new thumbnails ready to go, as you can see, and they look pretty nice. Like I could happily test any of those, and it's actually useful for me. I could use that every single day because if we have a choice between automating images or using a thumbnail designer, I'd much rather automate it and save time and help my team scale faster. Right. So the final tool that I wanted to show you as well was Pomeli. Now, Pomeli is quite good for generating marketing creatives, but it's not available in my country. It's not available in a lot of countries. So that's why I'm not going to show it. Otherwise, some people say, what about Pomeli inside the comments? So I want to show you that Pomeli is not available everywhere. So just to recap here, awesome for research, awesome for infographics, awesome for faceless videos and audio. For creating images, videos that are personalized, for creating mini apps, games, and even, for example, itineraries for traveling or research and that sort of thing, I'd recommend using something like Gemini directly. Simple and easy, especially if you're not technical, because you can just put in plain English what you want, enable the canvas, boom, shakalaka, you got this nice little website ready to go, right? Opal is awesome for creating mini apps, like, for example, a blog post writer, that sort of thing with a nice UI. If you want to redesign the front end of your website, then you can use Google Stitch, and then you just plug that into whatever IDE or code builder you use. For building full stack apps and deploying them, I would use Google Antic-Gravity. And then finally, for actually building out like these mini apps that I use day to day, like thumbnail generators, I would use something like AI Studio. And that's basically all the new Google AI tools and how I'd use them and the use cases summed up and shown. And I've shown you exactly how I use them directly today. Right? I've got trainings on all of these inside the AI Success Lab. Link inside the comments and description, or just go to ChatGPT and say Julian Goldie AI Success Lab. If you go inside the community here, you can see you connect with 46,300 members. So you can join all of these members who are winning and learning and growing with AI. You can get all of my free trainings right here. Loads of stuff on Google and the latest AI updates. I've even got stuff on, for example, like this free AI local voice cloner app that you can use if you want to see how to, for example, turn Claude into a text-to-speech operator or build anything with NotebookLM and Gemini. We have free trainings inside the classroom right here. And then if you want to connect with me personally, If you want to learn about AI automation, if you want to learn how to scale your business with AI, feel free to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is a community of 2,100 serious entrepreneurs who are growing, scaling, and saving time with AI. And you can see, for example, inside the community is very active. We all help each other learn, grow, support. We raise each other up. It's an amazing community with lots of good vibes inside there. And then you can ask any questions you have and get help and support whenever you need it. For example, Yasmin had a question on Antic-Gravity yesterday. We got straight back to her. You can see if you want to share your wins, which a lot of people are doing, then you can see how people are winning and learning and growing with AI. It's not just me. Loads of people are getting awesome value with this stuff. We actually have, let's have a look here. Yeah, for testimonials on the AI Profit Boarding, we have over 114 pages. It's pretty insane. So many people getting amazing results with this stuff. And you can see all these great testimonials and people just winning with this stuff, right? Inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So you can also, for example, join our daily accountability group. So you can post your goals, get help, get support, learn with the community. And then you can join our 4 weekly coaching calls per week. So, if you need to jump on a live call with an AI automation expert, get help, get support, maybe even meet the community on a live call, right? Then you can do that on the 4 coaching calls per week. And then also inside the classroom, we have my best trainings. So for example, if you want to learn how to build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes, you can learn exactly how to do that right here. If you want to learn how to go from beginner to expert with AI in just 5 weeks, you can learn that inside this section. If you want to get my best playbooks on, for example, how to automate Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, if you want to learn how I create these AI avatar videos and my full process, we have training guides right here. So we have step-by-step video tutorials along with the video instructions. And then also inside the classroom, you can learn, for example, my best lead generation and social media workflows. You can learn how to get more clients with the agency course. You can learn how to rank #1 inside ChatGPT and Perplexity and Claude and AI search engines. And then also you can see how to build out a YouTube channel based on what's working for me. So you can get that all inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description, or just go to aiprofitboardroom.com and it's all right there for you, my friends. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers. New Gemini update is insane. Google just dropped something wild. Personal intelligence is here. Your AI can now read your emails, photos, and search history. This changes everything about how we use AI assistants. Okay, so let me show you what just happened. Google launched this thing called personal intelligence for Gemini. And it's not like the other AI updates you've seen. This one actually connects to your Gmail, your Google Photos, your YouTube history, all of it. Most AI tools just sit there and wait for you to ask questions. They don't know anything about you, but this is different. Gemini can now look through your actual data and give you answers based on your life, not some generic response, your actual emails, your actual photos, your actual search history. Let me break down exactly what this means. So personal intelligence is a beta feature that launched. It's opt-in, which means it's turned off by default. You have to choose to turn it on, and then you pick which apps you want to connect. Gmail, Google Photos, search, YouTube, you decide. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Gemini doesn't just pull information from one place. It combines data across all your apps. So let's say you're planning a trip, you ask Gemini for ideas. It looks at your past travel photos. It checks your search history to see what you like. Then it gives you suggestions based on places you actually enjoy, not random tourist spots, places that match your taste. Or here's another one, you need to know your car's tire size. You don't remember, but you took a photo of your tire a few months ago. Gemini finds that photo, reads the tire size, and then gives you recommendations on where to buy new ones. You didn't even have to remember you took that photo. That's the power here. It's like having an assistant that actually knows you. Think about how much time you waste searching through old emails, looking for that one receipt, that one confirmation number, that one license plate photo. Now, Gemini does it for you in seconds. You just ask and it finds it. Here's how you actually set this up. You go into the Gemini app, tap settings, then personal intelligence, then connected apps. You'll see all your Google apps listed there. You turn on the ones you want. Gmail, photos, search, YouTube history, whatever you're comfortable with. And this is important. You control everything. You can turn off specific apps anytime. You can regenerate responses without the personalization if you want. Gemini will even tell you which source it used when you ask. So if it pulled something from your Gmail, it will say that. Now let's talk about what makes this different from every other AI assistant out there. ChatGPT doesn't have this, Claude doesn't have this. They can't connect to your personal data like this. Google has the advantage here because they own Gmail, Photos, Search, YouTube, all of it. They're not asking for permission to connect to third-party apps. It's all their ecosystem. This gives Gemini a massive edge because now it's not just an AI that knows a lot about the world. It's an AI that knows a lot about you, your preferences, your history, your habits, and that makes the answers way more useful. But here's the thing you need to know. Right now, this is only available to Google AI Pro and AI Ultra subscribers in the United States. If you're on the free tier, you'll have to wait. If you're outside the US, you'll have to wait. Google says they're rolling it out to more people later, but right now it's limited. So what can you actually do with this? Let me give you some real examples. Say you get an email about a package delivery, you forget which day it's coming. You ask Gemini when your package arrives, it checks your Gmail and tells you, done in 2 seconds. Or maybe you're looking for a specific photo. You remember taking it at a restaurant, but you don't remember which one. You ask Gemini to find photos from that trip. It pulls up everything from that date and location. No more scrolling through thousands of photos. Here's another one. You're trying to remember the name of that YouTube video you watched about cooking. You can't find it. You ask Gemini. It checks your YouTube history and finds it, sends you the link. Simple. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini, join the AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with AI automation. We're showing people exactly how to use tools like this to cut their work time in half. Links in the comments and description. The cool part is how Gemini reasons across apps. It's not just fetching data, it's connecting dots. So if you ask about trip planning, it doesn't just show you old photos. It combines those photos with your search history, sees what kind of hotels you looked at before, what activities you searched for, then suggests similar things for your next trip. That's way smarter than just pulling up old emails or photos. It's actually thinking about what you need based on everything it knows about you. And that's what makes this update so powerful. Now let's talk about privacy. Because I know what you're thinking. This sounds like Google is looking at everything. And yeah, they kind of are. But here's how they're handling it. First, it's completely opt-in, off by default. You have to turn it on. Second, you choose which apps to connect. Don't want Gemini looking at your Gmail, don't connect it. Third, Google says they're not using your private data to train their AI models. They're only using it to answer your specific questions. So when you ask something, Gemini looks at your data, gives you an answer, and that's it. Your emails and photos aren't being fed into the training process. For everyone else is Gemini. At least that's what Google says. You'll have to decide if you trust that. But the privacy controls are pretty good. You can see which apps are connected. You can disconnect them anytime. You can regenerate answers without personalization if something feels off. And you can ask Gemini to explain where it got the information from. Still, this is a big step. You're given an AI access to your most personal data, your emails, your photos, your search history. That's a lot of trust to put in one company. So you need to think about whether the convenience is worth it for you. So what can you actually do with this? Let me give you some real examples. Say you get an email about a package delivery, you forget which day it's coming, you ask Gemini when your package arrives, it checks your Gmail and tells you, done in 2 seconds. Or maybe you're looking for a specific photo. You remember taking it at a restaurant, but you don't remember which one. You ask Gemini to find photos from that trip. It pulls up everything from that date and location. No more scrolling through thousands of photos. Here's another one. You're trying to remember the name of that YouTube video you watched about cooking. You can't find it. You ask Gemini, it checks your YouTube history and finds it, sends you the link. Simple. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini, join the AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with AI automation. We're showing people exactly how to use tools like this to cut their work time in half. Links in the comments and description. The cool part is how Gemini reasons across apps. It's not just fetching data, it's connecting dots. So if you ask about trip planning, it doesn't just show you old photos. It combines those photos with your search history, sees what kind of hotels you looked at before, what activities you searched for, then suggests similar things for your next trip. That's way smarter than just pulling up old emails or photos. It's actually thinking about what you need based on everything it knows about you. And that's what makes this update so powerful. Now let's talk about privacy, because I know what you're thinking. This sounds like Google is looking at everything, and yeah, they kind of are. But here's how they're handling it. First, it's completely opt-in, off by default. You have to turn it on. Second, you choose which apps to connect. Don't want Gemini looking at your Gmail, don't connect it. Third, Google says they're not using your private data to train their AI models. They're only using it to answer your specific questions. So when you ask something, Gemini looks at your data, gives you an answer, and that's it. Your emails and photos aren't being fed into the training process for everyone else's Gemini. At least that's what Google says. And one more thing I want to tell you about the AI Profit Boardroom. If you want to learn how to actually use tools like Google, Gemini, and Auto Browse to scale your business and save hundreds of hours with AI automation, that's the place to be. We've got frameworks, templates, and a whole community of people building real businesses with AI. If this kind of browser automation excites you, imagine what you could do with access to every cutting-edge AI tool and strategy out there. Link is in the description. Check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Google Gemini have just announced Personal Intelligence, which is a new update inside Google Gemini app. It's rolling out in the US currently, and then it will roll out to everyone else later, I think. A lot of these features come to the US first. If you want to see how it works, basically, here's an example. It's like a personalized greeting inside Gemini. And then you can see here it says the best assistants don't just know the world, they know you and help you navigate it. Today we're answering a top request. You can now personalize Gemini by connecting Google Apps with a single tap, right? Launching as a beta in the US, this marks the next step towards making Gemini more personal, proactive, and powerful. So for example, what you can actually do is connect information from apps like Gmail and Google Photos, which is pretty crazy, to make Gemini better, right? And if you switch it on, you can control which apps link to link. Each one supercharges the experience, right? So for example, it could connect Gmail, Photos, YouTube, and search in just a couple of clicks. So you can see how people are using it right now. One of the most important use cases for this is like reasoning across complex sources and retrieving specific details, say for example like an email or a photo, and it can combine these, right? So it could be like text with photos, with video, with Gmail, just to get more unique answers. So for example, you can see here in this example video, it says I need to replace my tires, and Gemini actually understands what car this user has, right? And then it's like, what's my license plate number again? And it'll actually connect, review past chats, review your Gmail, review your Google Drive, etc. And then it pulls out the license plate, right? So it really knows you better than anything else. And if we keep scrolling through here, you can use it for like tips on books, shows, clothes, and travel. It could be great for like planning. Let's say, for example, you're going on a break or a holiday or a past trip and that sort of thing. And interesting as well, here it says, by analyzing our family's interests and past trips in Gmail and Photos, it skipped the tourist traps, right? Instead, it suggested an overnight train journey, specific board games we could play along the way, which is pretty crazy, right? If you can look for all your photos, your YouTube history, your Gmail, if you can look for all your personal chats as well, like it's personalization on a whole different level, which means that the outputs and the actual responses you get are going to be 10 times better as well. So it looks pretty cool. Again, it's only available in the US, so it's only rolling out over the next week to AI Pro and AI Ultra subscribers in the US. Once enabled, it works across web, Android, and iOS. So that's the other thing. If you have this on your phone, it's not just going to work inside Gemini on the desktop, but also on the phone as well, which is pretty useful. And then they've said, we're starting with this limited group to learn, but over time, we'll expand to more countries across the free tier. It's also coming to AI mode and search as well. By the way, if you don't know AI mode, this is pretty cool as well. So if you just go to AI mode here, this is basically how you can use the AI search inside Google for free. And so if that's personalized as well, like personal intelligence, personalization across AI is going to be on a whole different level. And then if you want to set this up, you can go to Open Gemini, tap Settings, tap Personal Intelligence, and select the connected apps. So for example, like email, photos, and everything else. So that is exactly what it is, how to use it, how to set it up, etc. I actually got some notes on how you can use this, plus a free 3-hour course on exactly how to get started with this. Like the old way would be, for example, you type the same context into AI like 47 times in 1 week. AI forgets everything you told it. It spends 30 minutes editing every response. You get generic answers that don't really help you. And there's no actual connection to like your data or workflows. It feels like talking to a robot, not an assistant. That's how Gemini feels right now. And it's one of the reasons that I don't really use it is it doesn't help me as much as say Claude or something like that, right? Claude has a lot more data on me and it seems to remember better. The new way is like Gemini will remember your business model, your customers, your goals, your personal life, etc. Pulls data from Gmail and Photos and YouTube, checks your calendar, learns your preferences from search and YouTube history, gives you personalized answers based on your actual life. And then it might save you a lot of time. Number 1, repetitive tasks. And number 2, finding personal data. And number 3, just by not having to type in the same prompts every single time. So I actually got a 30-day plan on exactly exactly how to implement this if you want to use it for your business and that sort of thing. And I've included 100 prompts on exactly how to use personal intelligence, for example, for customer management prompts or lead generation prompts. It could be, for example, content creation prompts. Pretty much everything you need, including like time, team, and business management prompts, are inside notes from today, along with a free 3-hour course, a 30-day roadmap, and the personal intelligence framework. Right? So feel free to get that link in the comments description. And if you want to join a tribe of winners who are learning, growing, and improving their business with AI, feel free to get the AI Profit Boardroom. This is an amazing community with 2,100 members, and we're all just helping and learning and growing together. So you can see here, for example, we have a daily accountability group. We share our wins and what we're learning. And it's not just me who's winning with this. Like, so many members are getting great results, which is amazing. Inside the calendar, you get 4 coaching calls a week. And then inside the classroom, you can go from complete beginner to expert with AI and learn how to automate your business and build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. Top of that, you'll get all my best playbooks on, for example, how to automate content, how to automate AI avatar videos, how to automate shorts, newsletters, Twitter, etc. Additionally, how to get more clients for your agency so that you can grow and scale, and also how to rank #1 inside AI and Google, plus a 6-week roadmap on exactly how to grow your YouTube channel based on what's working for me. And if you ever get stuck or you need support, you can post inside the community and we're all happy to help you. Or you can actually go inside the calendar, jump on one of the coaching calls and get live support, plus meet the community along the way. And there's this really cool feature called the map, where you can actually find people in your local area and then just DM or reach out to them, right? So for example, let's say you are in, I don't know, Singapore, right? There's a bunch of people in Singapore who are doing similar things as you, right? And this is the same for the whole world, right? So you can actually reach out to people in your local area, jump on a Zoom call with them, maybe arrange a meetup and that sort of thing. And you can do that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So it's an amazing network for AI entrepreneurs who are trying to grow and scale. And you can see, like, we have members all over the world, which is pretty amazing. So feel free to get that link in the comments description to the AI Profit Boardroom, or go to aiprofitboardroom.com. Gemini 3 Pro in Google search is insane. If you're still manually researching competitors, qualifying leads, or planning content, you're wasting 20 plus hours every week. Gemini 3 Pro just changed the game. Here's how to actually use it. All right, let's talk about Gemini 3 Pro. Everyone's making videos about this, but they're all showing you the same boring stuff. Look at the cool interface, look at the reasoning, look at the pretty pictures. Nobody's showing you the business side. So that's what we're doing today, because here's the truth. Gemini 3 Pro isn't just another AI tool. It's got something called deep research built right into Google search. And this thing is insane. It can browse the web for you. It can compare sources. It can generate full reports all on its own while you're doing literally anything else. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use it for your business. But first, let me show you why this matters. Most business owners are stuck doing manual research. You're spending hours on Google, clicking through pages, taking notes, comparing competitors, doing market research. It's exhausting, it's slow, and it's killing your productivity. But what if you could automate all of that? What if you could get a full competitor report in 60 seconds? What if you could analyze 100 leads in 2 minutes? So that's what we're talking about today. So here's what I'm going to cover. First, I'll show you the 3 core features that actually matter for business. Then I'll show you real workflows you can set up today. And finally, I'll show you how to stack this with other tools to build a full automation system. No fluff, no hype, just practical stuff you can use right now. Let's start with deep research. This is the game changer. You go to Google search, you turn on AI mode, and you ask it to research something. Let's say you want to know about AI automation communities. You type in research the top AI automation communities and their key features, and then you wait. So the AI goes out, it browses multiple websites, it compares information, it finds patterns, and in about a minute, it gives you a full report with sources, with insights, with everything organized. Now, here's where it gets interesting for business owners. Let's say you run the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to know what your competitors are doing. You want to know what features they offer, what their pricing is, what their members are saying. You could spend 3 hours doing this manually, or you could ask Gemini, research the top 5 AI business communities, analyze their offerings, pricing strategies, and member feedback. Boom, done in 2 minutes. So you get a full breakdown. You can see gaps in the market. You can see what's working. You can see what's not. But it gets better. Gemini 3 Pro can handle massive amounts of context. We're talking thousands of words. So you can upload documents, you can upload competitor websites, you can upload your own business data, and it will find patterns you'd never catch manually. Let me give you an example. Say you want to improve the AI Profit Boardroom's value proposition. You upload your current sales page. You upload 3 competitor pages. You ask, analyze these materials and identify content gaps and opportunities for differentiation. The AI compares everything. It spots what you're missing. It tells you what competitors are doing better. It suggests specific improvements. This is stuff that would take you hours to figure out. Now let me show you the second feature that matters, lead qualification. This is huge. If you're running any kind of business, you're getting leads, maybe from ads, maybe from organic, maybe from partnerships, but not all leads are good. Some are ready to buy, some are tire kickers, some are completely wrong fit, and sorting through them takes forever. But here's what you can do. With Gemini, you export your leads to a CSV, all your prospects, their company info, their engagement data, whatever you've got, you upload it to Gemini and you ask, analyze these 100 prospects and score them based on fit for an AI automation community, prioritized by likelihood to convert and engagement signals. So let me tell you about something really cool. If you're watching this video, you probably care about AI automation. You probably want to save time. You probably want to grow your business faster. And that's exactly what we do at the AI Profit Boardroom. We teach business owners how to use tools like Gemini 3 Pro to automate their workflows to save 10, 20, even 30 hours a week. We've got templates, we've got processes, we've got a whole community of people doing this stuff. So if you want to learn how to actually implement this, not just watch videos about it, check out the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the description. All right, back to the video. The AI goes through all of them. It scores each one. It tells you who to focus on first. It tells you who's probably not worth your time. And it does this in minutes, not hours, not days, minutes. For the AI Profit Boardroom, this means you can focus your sales calls on the best prospects. You can personalize your outreach. You can stop wasting time on people who'll never buy. Now let's talk about the third killer feature, content and market research. This is perfect if you're creating any kind of content, blog posts, YouTube videos, social media, sales pages, whatever, because here's the problem. Good content requires research. You need to know what people are talking about, what questions they have, what gaps exist, what's already been covered. And that research takes forever, but Gemini can do it for you. Let me show you how this works for something like the AI Profit Boardroom. Say you want to create content about AI automation for e-commerce businesses. You ask Gemini, research the top pain points, questions, and content gaps for e-commerce business owners interested in AI automation. The AI goes out, it scans forums, it looks at Reddit, it checks competitor content, it analyzes search trends, and it comes back with a full report. Top pain points, common questions, content that exists, content that doesn't exist. And now you know exactly what to create. Like, you're not guessing, you're not hoping, you know what will work. And here's where it gets really powerful. You can chain this with other tools. You take that research, you feed it into NotebookLM. NotebookLM generates an outline. You take that outline, you feed it back into Gemini or ChatGPT. You get a full draft. You export it to Google Docs. You share it with your team. You turn it into a video script. You turn it into social posts, one research session, multiple outputs. This is how you scale content without burning out. Now, let me show you the automation piece, because this is where most people stop. They use AI as a tool. They do one thing, they get one result, and that's it. But the real power is in stacking these tools together, building workflows, building systems. So you do the work once and it runs forever. Here's how this works with Gemini. Let's say you want to automate lead nurturing for the AI Profit Boardroom. Here's the workflow. Step 1, Gemini does deep research on your leads. It analyzes their business, their pain points, their needs. Step 2, it exports that data to Google Sheets. Step 3, you connect Google Sheets to NAN or Zapier. Step 4, NAN automatically sends personalized emails based on that data. Step 5, it updates your CRM. Step 6, it triggers follow-up sequences. The entire thing runs on autopilot. You set it up once, it runs forever, and you're saving 10 plus hours every month. Here's another workflow. Content creation. Step 1. You ask Gemini to research a topic relevant to your community, like AI automation case studies for service businesses. Step 2, Gemini generates a full report. Step 3, you feed that into NotebookLM for an outline. Step 4, you export to Google Slides for a presentation. Step 5, you use VO to turn it into a video summary. Step 6, you post it everywhere, one research session, 6 outputs. This is how you create content faster than your competitors. Now, here's something most people don't know. You can combine Gemini with ChatGPT. You use Gemini for the research because it's connected to the web, because it can browse, because it can verify sources. Then you take that research, you feed it into ChatGPT for creative refinement, for better writing, for different angles. You're using each tool for what it's best at, and you're getting better results than either one alone. This is how the pros are working now. They're not married to one tool, they're stacking everything. Let me give you some real numbers because this all sounds nice, but does it actually save time? According to users running these workflows, market research that used to take 4 to 6 hours now takes 30 minutes. That's with Gemini Deep Research plus Google Sheets. Lead automation that used to take 10 hours a month now takes 1 hour. That's with Gemini plus Zapier. Content creation that used to take 3 days per project now takes 1 day. That's with Gemini plus NotebookLM plus VO. These aren't made up numbers. These are real people running real businesses, saving real time. And here's the thing, that time adds up. If you save 5 hours a week, that's 20 hours a month. That's 240 hours a year. That's 6 full work weeks. If you use it right, you can automate research. You can automate lead qualification. You can automate content creation. You can save 10 to 20 hours every week. And you can use that time to actually grow. But here's the catch. You have to actually do it. You have to set up the workflows. You have to connect the tools. You have to write good prompts. Most people won't. They'll watch this video. They'll think that's cool. And then they'll do nothing. Don't be that person. If you want the full process, if you want step-by-step guides, if you want templates and SOPs and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We teach you exactly how to do this stuff. Not just theory, actual implementation. And if you want to start for free, join the AI Success Lab, link in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes. You'll get access to our community of 40,000 members who are crushing it with AI. You'll get support, you'll get answers, you'll get results. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one workflow from this video, just one. Set it up this week. See how much time it saves you, then come back and comment what happened. I read every comment. I want to know what's working for you, what questions you have, what workflows you want to see next. Because that's how we make better content. That's how we help more people. That's how we build this thing together. Gemini 3 Pro is here. The tools are ready. The workflows work. The only question is, are you going to use them or are you going to keep doing everything manually? The choice is yours. Automate or stay small. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Google just dropped something absolutely crazy with Gemini. They increased file size limits from 20 MB to 100 MB, and they added support for Google Cloud Storage and direct URLs. This means you can now handle massive files without the upload nightmare. If you're building AI apps, this changes everything. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about this Gemini update because it's genuinely insane. Google rolled this out around January 8th, 2026, and honestly, it's one of those updates that makes you go finally. So here's what changed. Before this update, if you wanted to use Gemini with large files, you were stuck with the Files API, and the Files API had limits. 20 megabytes for inline files. Files disappeared after 48 hours. If you were building production apps with videos or big documents, you had to keep re-uploading everything. It was a pain. Now, Google fixed all of that. 3 massive changes. First, inline file size went from 20 MB to 100 MB. That's 5 times bigger. You can now drop larger images, short video clips, audio files directly into your API calls without any pre-upload. Second, they added support for external URLs. This is huge. You can now pass public links or pre-signed private URLs directly into Gemini. So if you've got files sitting in AWS S3 or Azure, you just generate a signed URL and pass it straight to Gemini. No downloading to your backend, no storing it somewhere else. Gemini fetches it securely for you. Third, Google Cloud Storage integration. You can now register files from your GCS buckets. Once you register them, you get a persistent file URI that you can reuse across multiple requests. No more uploading the same file over and over. This is perfect for production apps where you're processing the same videos or documents repeatedly. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you're building an AI automation tool for the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to analyze customer testimonial videos to extract key pain points and success stories. Before this update, you'd upload a 50 millibyte video to the Files API. It would expire in 48 hours. If you wanted to run different prompts on that same video, you'd have to re-upload it. Now, you upload it once to Google Cloud Storage, register it with Gemini, and you can analyze it unlimited times without touching the file again. You could run one prompt to extract pain points, another prompt to identify success metrics, another to generate social media clips, all from the same registered file. That's the power of this update. And it works with multimodal content, videos, audio files, PDFs, images, all of it. Now, I want to pause here for a second because this ties directly into what we teach in the AI Profit Boardroom. If you're watching this and thinking, I need to learn how to actually use these AI tools to save time and automate my business, then you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. We show you exactly how to use tools like Gemini to build real automation workflows, not just theory, actual step-by-step processes you can implement today. Whether you're creating content, analyzing data, or building AI-powered tools, we've got you covered. Link in the description. Now, let me show you how this actually works in code. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple. Let's start with external URLs. Say you've got a landing page design PDF stored in AWS S3. You generate a pre-signed URL using Boto 3 or whatever tool you use. Then in your Python code, you do this. You import the Gemini SDK. You create a part object using part.from URI and pass your URL. Then you combine that with a text prompt, something like analyze this landing page design for the AI Profit Boardroom and suggest improvements to increase conversions. You call generate the content with both the file part and the prompt. Gemini fetches the file from your URL and processes it. No backend downloads, no temporary storage. It just works. Now for Google Cloud Storage, it's even better. First, you authenticate using google.auth default. Make sure you've got the right OAuth scopes like dev storage, .read-on-only. Then you register your file. You call client.files, register, highlight files, and pass your GCS URI. Something like gs tag my bucket testimonial video mp4. Gemini registers it and gives you back a file object with a persistent URI. Now you can use that URI in any generation request. You could analyze the video today, run another prompt tomorrow, use it in a batch job next week. The file stays registered and ready. This is perfect for building AI automation workflows. Let's say you're creating content for the AI Profit Boardroom YouTube channel. You've got raw footage in GCS. You register it once, then you run multiple prompts, generate video chapters, extract key quotes, create short form clips, summarize the main points, all from the same registered file. No re-uploads, no wasted time, just pure automation. And here's something else that's cool. The inline file limit increased to 100 megabytes. This is great for quick prototyping. Let's say you're testing a new AI tool for analyzing competitor websites. You take a full page screenshot. Maybe it's 80 megabytes because it's high resolution. Before you couldn't send that inline. Now you can base64 encode it and drop it straight into your API call. Perfect for testing and iterating fast. Let's talk about why this matters for production apps. Before this update, the Files API was really designed for prototyping. You could upload a file, test your prompts, see what works. But for production, it wasn't ideal. Files expired. You had to manage uploads constantly. It didn't scale well. Now with GCS integration and external URLs, you can build production scale apps. Imagine you're running an AI automation agency. You've got clients sending you videos, PDFs, audio recordings every day. You store everything in Google Cloud Storage. You register the files once, then you run your AI workflows automatically. No manual uploads, no expiration timers, just clean, scalable automation. And the external URL support means you can work with files from anywhere, AWS S3, Azure Blob Storage, your own CDN. As long as you can generate a URL, Gemini can process it. This opens up so many possibilities. You could build a tool that monitors your company's shared drive. Whenever a new document gets uploaded, it automatically gets analyzed by Gemini. Extract key points, generate summaries, flag important information, all automatically. Or let's say you run the AI Profit Boardroom community. Members upload their business documents. You process them with Gemini to give personalized feedback, suggest improvements, identify growth opportunities, all powered by this new GCS integration. Now, a few technical notes. For GCS, you need to set up IAM permissions correctly. Your service account needs read access to the bucket. The official docs walk through the whole authentication process. You'll need the right OAuth scopes, and you'll want to test everything in development first. Google also has an AI Studio demo applet where you can test external URLs live just to see how it works before you write any code. I'll drop that link in the description. Make sure you're using the latest version of the Google Gen AI SDK. They rolled out these features with the newest SDK versions. If you're on an older version, update it. The changelog on the official Gemini API docs has all the details on which models support which features. One more thing about inline files, the 100 megabyte limit is great, but remember it's base 64 encoded, so your actual file might be a bit smaller, but still going from 20 megabytes to 100 megabytes is massive. It means that you can prototype with real-world file sizes, not just tiny samples. This makes testing so much faster. You can try different prompts on actual production data, see what works, iterate quickly, then move to GCS for the final workflow. Now let's talk about use cases because this update unlocks so many new possibilities. First, video content analysis. You're creating YouTube videos for your business. You upload raw footage to GCS. register it with Gemini, then run prompts to generate chapters, extract quotes, create descriptions, all automated. Second, document processing at scale. You've got thousands of PDFs you need to analyze, upload them to GCS, register them all, then batch process with different prompts, extract data, summarize content, flag important sections. Third, audio transcription and analysis, customer support calls, podcast episodes, webinars, store them in GCS, register with Gemini, then analyze for insights, generate transcripts, identify key moments. Fourth, image analysis for marketing, your split testing landing pages. You've got dozens of design variations, upload screenshots to GCS, register them, then use Gemini to analyze which designs have better hierarchy, clearer CTAs, stronger messaging. All these use cases were technically possible before, but they were clunky. Now they're smooth and production ready. And here's the thing that gets me most excited. This update makes AI more accessible for smaller teams. Before, you needed complex backend systems to handle large files, storage servers, upload managers, expiration tracking. Now you just need a GCS bucket and a few lines of code. That's it. This levels the playing field. Small agencies can build the same powerful automation tools that big companies use. And if you're a solo entrepreneur running an AI automation business, this is perfect. You can offer sophisticated document processing services without hiring a dev team. Just learn the Gemini API, set up GCS, and start building. That's the power of this update. It removes friction, makes things simpler, and lets you focus on building value, not managing infrastructure. So if you want to learn the full process, get the SOPs, and access over 100 AI use cases just like this one, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We break down exactly how to use tools like Gemini to automate your business and save hours every week. No fluff, just practical workflows you can implement today. Link in the description. And if you want to go even deeper, check out the AI Success Lab. It's our free AI community where you can get all the video notes, connect with 40,000 members who are crushing it with AI, and get access to even more resources. Links in the comments and description. Right, that's the Google Gemini update, 100 MB inline files, GCS integration, and external URL support. This is huge for anyone building AI apps. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more AI updates. And seriously, drop a comment below. Tell me what you're going to build with this. Julian Goldie reads every single comment. I'll see you in the next one. Apple just did something crazy. They let Google take over Siri. This is the biggest AI deal of 2026. And it changes everything for iPhone users. Your Siri is about to get a massive brain upgrade. Let me show you what just happened. Apple just made a deal with Google that nobody saw coming. And I'm talking about a multi-year partnership where Google's Gemini AI is now powering Siri. Yes, the same Apple that never works with anyone just handed over their voice assistant to Google. This is insane. Let me break down what this means for you. So here's what happened. Apple and Google announced this massive collaboration where Google's Gemini AI models are now the foundation of Apple Intelligence. That means Siri is getting rebuilt from the ground up using Google's tech. And this isn't just a small update. This is Apple admitting that their AI wasn't good enough. They looked at every AI company out there and said Google has the best tech. That's a big deal. Now you might be thinking, wait, Apple is all about privacy. Why would they work with Google? A good question. Apple says all your data still stays on your device. They're using something called private cloud compute. So Google's AI is the engine, but Apple controls the car. Your personal info never goes to Google servers. At least that's what they're saying. But let's talk about why this matters. Meanwhile, ChatGPT and Google's own AI have been crushing it. Apple was falling behind fast, and they knew it. So instead of spending years trying to catch up, they just partnered with the leader. Smart move. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. Here's what's changing with the new Siri. First, it's going to be way more contextual. Right now, Siri forgets what you said 2 seconds ago. The new Siri powered by Gemini will remember your whole conversation. It'll understand what you mean, even if you don't say it perfectly. That's huge. Second, it's getting personal. The new Siri will learn how you use your phone, what apps you open, what you search for, what you care about, and it'll start predicting what you need before you even ask. Imagine your phone knowing you're about to leave for work and automatically pulling up your calendar and traffic info. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Third, it can handle complex tasks. Right now, if you ask Siri to do multiple things, it gets confused. The new Siri will be able to plan out tasks across different apps. Like you could say, plan my trip to New York, and it will book flights, check hotels, add events to your calendar, and set reminders all in one go. That's the power of Gemini's AI. And here's the thing, this isn't just about Siri. Apple is using Gemini for all their Apple intelligence features. That means your iPhone, iPad, and Mac are all getting smarter. We're talking about better photo search, smarter email replies, AI that actually understands what you're working on and helps you get it done faster. This is a complete AI overhaul for Apple. Now let's talk about what this means for Google. This is a massive win for them. Apple has over 2 billion active devices. That's 2 billion phones and tablets that will now be running Google's AI tech. Even if Google doesn't get your data directly, they're now deeply embedded in Apple's ecosystem. That's incredible leverage, and it puts them ahead of OpenAI and everyone else in the AI race. But there's a catch. Apple still controls the experience. They're not letting Google slap their logo all over Siri. Most users won't even know Gemini is running under the hood. Apple gets to keep their brand. Google gets the tech win. It's a partnership that benefits both sides. But make no mistake, Google just got access to billions of users. So what does this mean for you? If you have an iPhone, your Siri is about to get way better. You'll be able to ask more complicated questions, get more useful answers, and actually trust that your voice assistant won't screw up every other command. This is what Siri should have been years ago. And if you're someone who uses AI for your work or business, this is a wake-up call. Apple just admitted they couldn't build the best AI on their own, so they partnered with someone who could. That's a smart move. You don't have to do everything yourself. You just need to use the best tools available. And right now, AI tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude are changing how we work. Speaking of using the best AI tools, if you want to learn how to save time and automate your work with tools like Google Gemini and other cutting-edge AI, then you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach you how to use AI to scale your output, get more done, and save hundreds of hours with automation. We've got members who are using these exact strategies to 10x their productivity, and you can too. Link is in the description. Check it out. Now back to this Apple-Google deal. One thing people are worried about is privacy, and I get it. Google isn't exactly known for keeping your data private, but Apple has been very clear your data stays on your device, or if it needs to go to the cloud, it goes to Apple's private cloud compute, not Google's servers. So in theory, your information is safe, but you have to trust that Apple is actually doing what they say. And that's always the question with these big tech partnerships. Here's another angle. This deal shows how fast the AI race is moving. Just a year ago, everyone thought Apple would build their own AI and compete directly with Google and OpenAI. Now they're partnering instead. That tells you how hard it is to build world-class AI. Even Apple, with all their resources, couldn't keep up. They needed help. And they went to the company with the best foundation models. That's Gemini, and Gemini is no joke. Google's been working on this for years. They've trained these models on massive amounts of data. They understand language context and nuance better than almost anyone. That's why Apple chose them, not because Google paid them, but because Gemini is legitimately the best foundation for what Apple wants to build. And what Apple wants to build is an AI assistant that actually works, one that understands you, one that helps you get stuff done without making you want to throw your phone across the room. So let's talk about what this means for the future. If this partnership works and Siri becomes actually useful, then other companies will follow. Samsung might partner with OpenAI, Microsoft might upgrade Cortana, Amazon might overhaul Alexa. This is the start of a new era where voice assistants actually become intelligent, not just keyword matchers, but real AI that understands context and can help you solve problems. That's exciting. But it's also a little scary because now Google's AI is on billions of Apple devices. That's a lot of power for one company. And even if Apple controls the experience, Google still built the brain. They know how it works. They can improve it. They have influence. That's something to think about, not saying it's bad, just saying it's worth paying attention to. Now, here's what you should do. If you have an iPhone, start testing the new Siri features when they roll out later this year. See how much better it is. Try asking it complex questions. See if it can actually help you plan tasks and get stuff done. And if it works, share what you find, because this is going to change how we all use our phones. And the more we test it, the more we'll understand what's possible. So to wrap this up, Apple and Google just announced a massive partnership. Gemini is now powering Siri and Apple Intelligence. Your iPhone is about to get way smarter. Siri will finally be useful, and this changes the whole AI landscape. Google gets embedded in billions of devices. Apple gets world-class AI without building it themselves. And you get a voice assistant that actually works. Everybody wins. Well, except maybe OpenAI, they just lost a huge potential partner. And if you want to learn how to save time and automate your work with tools like Google Gemini and other cutting-edge AI, then you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I teach you how to use AI to scale your output, get more done, and save hundreds of hours with automation. We've got members who are using these exact strategies to 10x their productivity, and you can too. Link is in the description. Check it out. And if you want the full process SOPs and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. We share strategies, tools, and real-world examples of how to use AI to get more done in less time. It's completely free, so check it out. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Google Gemini's new free upgrades are insane. Google just dropped 4 massive free upgrades to Gemini, and nobody's talking about it. I'm going to show you exactly how to use each one to automate your business, from AI that writes your emails to avatars that make videos for you. This is going to save you hours every single day. Let's go. So Google just released 4 updates to Gemini that are completely free, and most people have no idea these even exist. I'm talking about the Gmail AI inbox, Google Gems, the Stitch update, and AI avatars inside Google Video. Each one of these can save you hours of work, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use them to grow your business. But first, let me tell you why this matters. Most people are still doing everything manually. They're writing every email, they're creating every piece of content from scratch, they're spending hours on tasks that AI can do in seconds, and Google just made it easier than ever to automate all of this for free. So let's break down each update and I'll show you exactly how to use them. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. First up, the Gmail AI inbox. This is huge. Google added AI directly into Gmail, and it can do things that used to take you hours. Here's what it does. It can write entire emails for you. It can summarize long email threads. It can help you respond to customer questions. And it does all of this right inside your inbox. No extra tools needed. Let me show you how this works for a real business. Let's say you run a community like the AI Profit Boardroom. You get tons of emails every day, people asking about memberships, people asking about what's included, people asking technical questions. Before, you'd have to write every single response. Now you can use the Gmail AI to do it for you. Here's how you'd use it. You open an email from someone asking about joining your community. You click the AI helper button and you tell it what to do. You could say something like this: write a helpful email response explaining the benefits of the AI Profit Boardroom. Mention that members get access to AI automation tools, a community of business owners, and step-by-step training. Keep it friendly and personal. And boom, the AI writes the entire email for you. You can edit it if you want, or just send it. That's it. What used to take 5 minutes now takes 30 seconds. And if you're getting 20 emails a day, that's hours saved every single week. But it gets better. The AI can also summarize long email threads. You know, when you have an email chain with like 15 messages and you just need to know what's going on, the AI can read all of it and give you a summary in 2 seconds. This is perfect for managing customer. Now let's talk about Google Gems. This is the second update and it's a game changer. Google Gems are custom AI assistants that you can create for specific tasks. Think of them like having a team of helpers. Each one is trained to do one thing really well, and you can make as many as you want for free. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini. The link is in the comments and description. It's at school.com/AI Profit Lab. Here's how it works. You go into Google Gemini, you create a new gem, and you tell it what its job is. You give it instructions, you give it examples, and then it becomes your personal assistant for that task. And the cool part is, once you set it up, you can use it over and over again. You don't have to keep giving it the same instructions every time. Let me give you some real examples of how to use this. Let's say you're running the AI Profit Boardroom and you need to create content every week. You could create a gem specifically for writing email newsletters to your community. You'd set it up once and tell it exactly what to do. Here's what you tell the gem. You are an email newsletter writer for the AI Profit Boardroom. Your job is to write helpful emails that teach business owners how to use AI automation. Every email should include one actionable tip. Keep the language simple and friendly. Focus on helping people save time and get more customers. Always end with a call to action to join the community. Now, every time you need to write a newsletter, you just open that gem. You tell it what topic you want to cover, and it writes the entire email in your style because you already trained it. This is massive because most people waste hours trying to get AI to understand what they want. With gems, you do it once and you're done. Here's another example. You could create a gem for writing social media posts. You train it on your style, tell it to focus on AI automation tips, tell it to keep posts short and punchy. And then every time you need content, you just ask the gem and it creates it instantly. Now let's talk about Google Stitch. This is the third update and it's a game changer for anyone building apps or landing pages. Stitch is Google's AI design tool that turns your ideas into actual user interfaces. And they just added Gemini Flash to it, which makes it insanely fast. So what does Stitch actually do? Simple. You describe what you want in plain English and it builds the interface for you, complete with layouts, colors, buttons, everything. Then it gives you the actual code, HTML and CSS ready to go. You can also upload a sketch or screenshot and it'll turn that into a working design. Let me show you how this works for a real business. Let's say you want to create a new landing page for the AI Profit Boardroom. You want it to convert visitors into members. You want it to show all the value of AI automation and you want it to look professional. And Stitch builds it the entire page with all the sections you ask for, proper spacing, good colors, clean layout, and you get the code to actually use it. That's powerful because most people spend days or weeks building landing pages. With Stitch, you get a working version in minutes. Here's why this matters. Faster iteration helps you design better products. Think about it. If you're creating a landing page for your community, you probably don't get it perfect the first time. You want to test different headlines, different layouts, different call to action buttons, see what converts better. With Gemini Flash and Stitch, you can create 10 different versions in the time it used to take to make one. Try a version with the benefits at the top, try another with testimonials first, test different color schemes, different button placements, all in minutes. Then you pick the one that works best. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The fourth update is AI avatars inside Google Video. This is brand new and it's insane. Google now lets you create AI avatars that can present your content for you and they look realistic, like really realistic. Here's how it works. You create a script for what you want to say. You upload it to Google Video. You choose an avatar and the AI creates a video of that avatar saying your script with facial expressions, with natural voice, with hand gestures, everything. Now, why does this matter? Because creating video content is hard. Most people hate being on camera, or they don't have time to record, or they don't have good equipment. This solves all of that. You can create professional looking videos without ever turning on a camera. Let me show you how to use this for your business. Let's say you want to create a welcome video for new members of the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to explain what they get when they join. You want to show them how to get started, and you want it to feel personal and welcoming. You'd write a script like this. Welcome to the AI Profit Boardroom. I'm so glad you're here. In this community, you're going to learn how to use AI to automate your business, save hundreds of hours, and get more customers. Let me show you how to get started. First, check out the Getting Started guide in the resources section. Then join us in the community chat where you can ask questions and connect with other members. We also have weekly training sessions where we break down the latest AI tools. I can't wait to see what you build with AI. You upload that script to Google Video, choose an avatar, and boom, you have a professional welcome video and you didn't have to record anything. You didn't have to edit anything. The AI did it all. Here's another way to use this. You could create training videos for your community without being on camera. Just write the script, let the avatar present it, and you can create unlimited training content. This is huge for scaling your business because now you can create content faster than ever before. You could also use this for marketing, create explainer videos about your products, create testimonial style videos, create FAQ videos answering common questions, all without filming anything. Now, let me tie this all together because here's what most people don't understand. These 4 updates work even better when you use them together. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say you're growing the AI Profit Boardroom and you want to create a complete marketing system using these free tools. Here's what you'd do. First, you'd use Google Gems to create a custom AI assistant for writing content. You'd train it on your style. You'd give it examples of your best emails and posts. And now you have an AI that can write content that sounds like you. Second, you'd use that gem to write scripts for videos, educational content, marketing content, whatever you need. The gem writes it in your style automatically. Third, you'd use the AI avatars to turn those scripts into videos. No filming needed. just upload the script and the avatar presents it. You'd use the Gmail AI to follow up with people who watch your videos, send them personalized emails, answer their questions, guide them to join your community. That's a complete marketing system. Content creation, video production, email follow-up, all automated, all using free tools from Google. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Google Gemini. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 40,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The link is in the comments and description. It's at school.com/AI Profit Lab. Today, we have a brand new update from Google as Gmail is entering the Gemini era. There's a brand new update inside Google Gmail that basically makes Gmail an AI-powered AI agent. Okay, you can see here they've said, here's a look at where Gmail is going in 2026. This was just announced literally today, a few hours ago. And essentially what they're doing is saying, today, 3 billion users rely on Gmail to connect and get things done. AI has been a big part of that, blah, blah, blah. But now what they're actually doing is bringing a new update into the inbox that uses AI overviews. The way that you can use this is you can go to Gmail. So it's rolling out to pro users and also to ultra users. And I think they're planning it to bring it out to those users first, and then it'll be free for everyone else as well. And what you can see, for example, is you can open up Gemini in the top right here, or you can actually use the compose feature at the bottom here to use Google Gemini and the AI update inside Gmail. So for example, if I go to Ask Gemini here, I'm like, okay, what restaurant in Bangkok did I go to last year? And it actually uses an AI agent to search through the inbox and automate my Gmail. Like you can see, so it actually gives us some ideas of where I went, which restaurants I went to, etc. And you can also see here, you can actually do follow-up. So for example, you could say, show me my unread emails or show me emails with attachments. But the main point here is that you can actually automate your emails and you can filter through them and quickly sift through them. So if you're struggling to find stuff, or if you're like, okay, I need emails between this date and this date, maybe you're going back and doing your expenses as well and that sort of thing, it's pretty useful. As you can see here, they've said your inbox is full of important information, but accessing it has required you to become a power searcher. And even when you find the right emails, you're often left staring at a list of messages, forced to dig through the text to piece together the answer. And that's why we're introducing AI overviews. So this is similar to Google search. For example, if we go into Google search here, what you'll see inside Google search, for example, is you have this AI overviews, right? And that basically pulls out like an automated response from the AI. And so when you go to Gmail now, it's basically using the same sort of technology to power that too. And when you ask your inbox a question, we use Gemini to generate a simple AI overview with the answer. Instead of hunting for keywords or digging through a year of emails, just use natural language, like who was the plumber that gave me a quote for the bathroom renovation last year? And then Gemini advanced response and reasoning pulls the answer, instantly summarizing the exact details you need. So let's have another example here. If we go to Gemini and we're like, okay, where did I fly last year? We'll head into, and that should actually look through the whole of Gmail and search through. Now, you can also reference Workspace files as well, but you can see here it's basically got a summary of like where we went, and it has the sources for all of that. So it actually sources the emails, like you can see, so you know it's not like hallucinating or something like that. Now, if we go back over here, other stuff you can actually do inside the inbox as well is you can get things done faster. So for example, like writing, suggested replies, proofreading, etc. And this is something that everyone can use. So they said, starting today, everyone can use Help Me Write to polish emails or draft them from scratch. And this is using the Help Me Write feature, which is pretty powerful. And these are new suggested replies, like an updated smart replies, which uses the context of the conversation to offer relevant one-click responses that match how you write. So here's an example. You can see how it works here. So if we have a look at this video, you can see, for example, you can pull up an example email, and then it will actually come up with a suggested reply, as you can see, and then you can decide to edit that or that sort of thing, right? Now, if we pull up a new email and we click on compose, we can then write an example here. So it's okay, an update of the latest AI news today, hit create, and they'll actually draft an email with AI. As you can see right here, you just insert the summary, but it basically drafts email. Now, if you like that, then that's good to go. And you can just click on insert, and then it'll actually insert the email body, like you can see right here. And we'll just automate our emails. So it's pretty nice, pretty easy to use, quite straightforward, pretty powerful. The other thing that you can do as well is you can see what matters most. This is called the AI inbox feature. Right? So you can see a feature here that says AI inbox, and it basically gives you like your suggested to-dos and lists of stuff from today. So you'll see how it will actually summarize your inbox when you're inside there as well. And it gives you like a snapshot of to-dos from important emails, basically so you can stay ahead of like everything that you've got to do. So a lot of people use your inbox as like a to-do list, or you get loads of tasks and stuff to implement from there, or you can use Gmail now to actually automate that using this process. So you can see here it says your inbox filled with updates. Some are critical, others are just noise. The new AI inbox filters out the clutter so you can focus on what's most important. AI inbox is having a personalized briefing, highlighting to-dos and catching you up on what matters. So you can see an example right there. And then it says many of these improvements are made possible by Gemini 3, which is obviously their new model. These new capabilities begin rolling out today in the US, as well as AI Pro and Ultra subscribers. They're going to start with English, and then they're going to start rolling out more languages in the coming months. Pretty powerful feature right there. You can see how you can use the AI agent on the right-hand side. You've got different suggestions and that sort of thing. You can also over here, like you can plug in the bots or the agents that you've built previously. So for example, I've got my SEO content writer there, sales pitch ideator, etc. And then you can also get more suggestions on what Gmail can actually do in Gemini can do inside Gmail, as you can see as well. Pretty easy to set up. What I've actually done as well is inside the AI Success Lab, which is a free community from me that connects you with 44,700 members, as you can see. Inside the classroom here, if we go to January 2020, you actually got a full breakdown with resources of how to use this, all the details, what it means, etc. But the main thing is here, like you don't need to dig through like 47 email threads to find that one quote from last year, or you don't need to scroll through hundreds of messages to try and remember who said what and what's going on back there. So it's pretty good. And also, how much time do we waste on Gmail and answering emails and that sort of thing, right? It's very time consuming for very little reward, honestly, most of the time. So it's good to automate something like this. The other thing as well, what I've actually done is created a framework, a 30-day system that you can implement to really automate your emails. The old way was like searching keywords and hoping you find the right email, opening 15 tabs of different email threads, scrolling through hundreds of messages, manually piecing together information from multiple conversations, forgetting about important follow-ups buried in your inbox, and then missing opportunities because you couldn't find the details fast enough. But with this new update, really the new way is like you ask your inbox, okay, what quote did I give for whatever client last year or whatever, or what you can focus on that particular task. You can get automatic conversation summaries when you open long threads. AI identifies your VIP contacts based on who you actually email frequently. You get a summary of all your emails and the important emails right to the top. Your suggested replies are written in your voice and tone. And one question equals one answer instead of hunting through emails all day. These are some of the best updates from this particular thing. What I've also done is I've included inside the resources from today over 100 prompts that you can use for Gmail AI and business automation, right? So for example, there's a bunch of example prompts right here that you can ask inside Gmail. So for example, like Gmail AI search. Examples, it could be like find emails from potential customers I didn't respond to. We all know that things can drop inside the inbox. What commitments did I make via email? Find emails mentioning competitors or alternatives for my services, or show me emails from people who downloaded my free resource, etc. Right? You can just get a bunch of ideas right here. So it's pretty powerful because let's say you're a business owner. One easy way to use this is like you can actually search through your inbox, automate finding previous customer proposals or previous customer conversations and that sort of thing. You also have a settings option here as well. So if we click on enter, so you can go for that. I actually don't have the AI inbox feature at the top, but I've got Gemini built in right there as well. So a lot of these features I think will come out later as it rolls out across the web, but you can get an idea of, okay, here's what you can do and here's how you can use it, etc. So you can see a bunch of ideas right here. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get all the video notes and the free training from today, feel free to get that inside the AI Success Lab. This is a powerful community that connects you with over 44,700 AI builders, just like you who are interested in this stuff. You can see how active the community is, and this is completely free. Now, if you go to the classroom, then you go to January 2026, you can see a breakdown of all my latest trainings, including the training from today with a full 30-day implementation guide. And if you want to get help, support, if you want to connect with me personally, and if you want to join an amazing community that's here to help you and support you with AI automation and applying it to your business, feel free to get the AI Profit Boardroom. Inside here, you actually get a daily accountability group so you can make sure you get stuff done. I've got a lot of people winning with AI inside the AI Profit Boardroom as well. For example, like Jay created his first AI video project. Barb is making massive progress as well. Vladimir is creating mini courses. Darren created his first NA10 workflow, right? There's just so many people winning with AI inside the AI Profit Boardroom. And this is because it's a community that's learning, growing, sharing wins together. Inside the classroom here as well, you'll get all my best training. For example, if you want to apply AI to your business, then you can use the AI Profit Boardroom training, as you can see right here. And you can go from like beginner to expert in just 5 weeks, plus learn how to implement your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. On top of that, you get my best trainings on, for example, how to automate AI avatar videos. You'll get trainings on how to get more clients, and also my best AI SEO automations, plus a full roadmap on how to grow a YouTube channel with AI in just 6 weeks. And we do 4 weekly coaching sessions a week. So you can jump on these coaching calls, ask questions, get help, get support. And if you can't make them, no problem. You can actually watch back the call recordings inside the classroom right here. Google just dropped Gemini 3 Pro, and most people are using it completely wrong. They're treating it like ChatGPT. Big mistake. This thing thinks differently, works differently, and gets you better results. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it the right way. Today, we're talking about Gemini 3 Pro. This is Google's thinking model, and it's built for one thing: solving real business problems, not writing poems, not casual chat, real strategy work. I'm going to walk you through the exact system I use, step by step, no fluff. By the end of this video, you'll know how to use Gemini 3 Pro better than 99% of people. Let's go. First thing, you need to make sure you're actually using Gemini 3 Pro. Go to gemini.google.com. Look at the top of the screen, you'll see a model selector, click it, choose the thinking model, that's Gemini 3 Pro. Why does this matter? Because the default model is built for speed, fast answers, quick responses, but Gemini 3 Pro is built for deep thinking. It reasons through problems, it plans, it synthesizes information. If you skip this step, you're using the wrong tool for the job. Here's where most people fail. They ask vague questions like, help me with marketing. That's useless. Gemini doesn't know what to optimize for. You need a concrete outcome. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say I want to grow the AI Profit Boardroom. My goal is clear: get 200 qualified leads in the next 60 days. People who actually want to learn AI automation for their business. That's specific, that's measurable. That's what Gemini can work with. So instead of saying, help me grow my community, I say, create a lead generation strategy to get 200 sales qualified leads for the AI Profit Boardroom in 60 days. See the difference? One is vague, the other is a mission. Now here's where Gemini 3 Pro gets powerful. It has a feature called deep research. This is not normal search. This is AI that browses the web, compares sources, and builds reports for you. Here's how you use it. Start a new chat, click on tools, select deep research. Now give it a research task. For example, I might say, analyze the most effective lead generation strategies for online communities in the last 60 days. Focus on cost per lead, conversion rates, and channel performance by scheme. Before it starts, Gemini shows you what it's going to do, the keywords it'll search, the sites it'll check, the data it'll pull. You can review it, then click Start Research. And here's the crazy part. It doesn't just give you one answer. It goes deep. It finds recent case studies. It compares different approaches. It gives you citations. This replaces hours of Google searches and note-taking. Quick break. If you're watching this and thinking, I need to learn how to actually use AI to grow my business, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where we teach you how to automate your business with tools like Gemini 3 Pro. We show you the exact systems, the prompts, the workflows, everything you need to save time and scale faster using AI automation. Link is in the description. Okay, back to it. Here's a trick most people don't know about. You can use Gemini to analyze your competitors. Let's say someone in your industry has a video that's crushing it, or a webinar that converts like crazy. Paste the link into Gemini, then ask it to break down why it works. For example, I might paste a competitor's YouTube video about AI tools. Then I ask, analyze this video. What's the hook? What objections does it handle? Where does retention spike? What's the call to action structure? Gemini pulls the transcript. It studies the pattern. It tells you exactly why it converts. This is gold. You're not guessing anymore. You're learning from what's already proven. And here's the best part. You can save all of this. Click the three-dot menu, export to Google Docs. It saves automatically to your drive. Now you have a research library you can reference anytime. Now we're going to level this up. Gemini can access your Google Workspace. That means your docs, your drive files, your actual business data. Here's how you turn it on. Go to settings, find connected apps, enable Google Workspace. Why does this matter? Because now Gemini isn't just working from the internet, it's working from your real information. Let me show you how powerful this is. Start a new chat, type a workspace. This tells Gemini to look at your files. Now you can ask things like find my research report from earlier, or pull up last month's campaign data, or show me the sales objections document. Gemini searches your drive, it finds the files, it pulls the information. No more digging through folders, no more forgetting where you saved something. It's all instant. And here's where it gets really smart. You can combine your internal data with external research. Let me give you an example. I might ask what content performed best for the AI Profit Boardroom last quarter, and how does that compare to current industry trends? Gemini looks at my files. It remembers the deep research it did earlier. It connects both. The answer isn't generic, it's specific to my business. Here's a mistake people make. They upload one file at a time. They drip feed information. That's slow. And it limits what Gemini can do. Instead, upload everything at once. Your service descriptions, your pricing, your customer objections, your past campaign results, all of it. Why? Because Gemini 3 Pro can handle massive context. The more information it has, the smarter it gets. It starts seeing patterns. It connects dots you didn't see. For the AI Profit Boardroom, I might upload our course outline, testimonials, common questions people ask, and the types of businesses we help. Now, when I ask for a strategy, Gemini knows everything. Now we get to the strategy. Ask Gemini to create a plan, but don't just say, make me a marketing plan. Be specific. Tell it what you want. Tell it what to avoid. Give it constraints. For example, I might say, create a 60-day lead generation plan for the AI Profit Boardroom. Focus on YouTube, email, and community partnerships. Our audience is business owners who want to automate with AI. Don't suggest tactics we've already tried, like paid ads. Make it actionable and specific. The output you get is different. It's not generic advice. It's built around your data, your audience, your constraints. It's a real plan you can actually execute. And if something doesn't make sense, you can ask follow-up questions. Why did you suggest YouTube Shorts over long form? How would this work if we have a small team? Gemini explains its reasoning. Here's something most people don't know. Gemini 3 Pro can create images. You don't need a designer. You don't need Canva. Click on Tools, select Create Images. Now describe what you want. But here's the key. Reference the strategy you just built. For example, I might say, create a hero image for the AI Profit Boardroom landing page. Show someone using AI tools to grow their business. Make it clean, professional, and energetic. Include text that says, automate your business with AI. Gemini generates it, and because it knows the context from our conversation, the style matches. The message is on point. The visual supports the strategy. Now let me show you something that separates the pros from the beginners. It's called prompt chaining. This is where you take Gemini's output and use it as input for the next task. Most people stop after one answer, but the real power is in the sequence. Here's how this works in practice. Let's say Gemini just gave me that 60-day lead generation plan. I don't just take it and leave. I go deeper. I might say take week 1 of this plan and break it down into daily tasks with time estimates. Then I take that output and say, now create email templates for each outreach task in week 1. Then I go further, create a tracking spreadsheet to measure results for these tactics. See what's happening? Each answer builds on the last. By the end, I don't just have a strategy, I have a complete execution system. And here's the beautiful part. You can template this entire workflow, save your prompts, save the sequence. Next time you need to build a campaign or solve a similar problem, you're not starting from scratch. You're running a proven system through Gemini. That's how you go from spending hours on strategy to getting it done in 20 minutes. One more advanced technique before we wrap up. You can use Gemini to audit and improve your existing content. Let's say you have a sales page that's not converting, or an email sequence that's getting low open rates. Don't guess what's wrong. Let Gemini diagnose it. Upload the page or paste the email sequence, then ask, analyze this sales page for the AI Profit Boardroom. What friction points might stop someone from buying? What objections aren't being addressed? Where does the copy lose momentum? Gemini reads it like a conversion expert. It spots the gaps. It tells you exactly what to fix. And because it has all your context from earlier in the conversation, it suggests improvements that actually fit your business. This is the difference between using AI as a toy versus using it as a business tool. A toy gives you random answers. A tool gives you systematic results. Gemini 3 Pro is a tool, but only if you use it like one. Here's the big thing. Don't treat Gemini like a chatbot. Treat it like a project engine. Give it everything up front, your goals, your data, your constraints, your past results. Let it see the full picture. Most people ask one question, get one answer, then ask another question. That's inefficient. Instead, load the context, upload your files, connect your workspace, then ask the big questions. Let Gemini work across all of it at once. That's when you get the breakthrough insights. Right? If you want the full breakdown of how to use AI tools like Gemini 3 Pro to actually grow your business, you need to join the AI Profit Boardroom. We give you the prompts, the systems, the step-by-step processes, everything you need to automate and scale. Link is in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. It's our free AI community. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 40,000 members who are crushing it. With AI, that's it for today. If you got value from this, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, Julian Goldie reads every comment, so drop your thoughts below. See you in the next one.